Hello. Hello, Wonderful. I'm sorry that my bot is bullying you. It's very rude. Um, yeah, it's the last. It's called Noir stream. We're on Act Four. Act Four is the final act. I don't actually know how long Act Four is. This might end up being a short stream if I end up um like solving the puzzles quickly and not getting stuck and not crashing out and raging at the game for having puzzles that I don't appreciate. But yeah, I vaguely remember the end of the game not being that long. So we'll see. I guess if I finish the game really quickly, maybe I'll pivot to doing the dulls because I haven't done my dailies yet today, and so I'll do that if the stream is like going to be super duper short. But who knows? Maybe it'll be more difficult than I think to finish it. We'll see. Um, I'm trying to think there's anything to talk about. I don't know. I need to do what I know other streamers do and make notes of like topics to yap about on stream because I'm bad at just thinking up things off the top of my head. It doesn't help that basically nothing ever happens in my life. I just I wake up, I walk down the hallway to my office room, I work, and then I walk back down the hallway to my room, and then yeah, that's it really. Um, I went for a nice walk today, I guess, around the park, and I listened to a history podcast about Philippe, the what was he? He was the Duc d'Orléans. He was Louis XIV's brother, and he was often overshadowed by his brother. It was kind of an interesting history podcast. It's like a comedy history podcast. They have a quote unquote real historian, and they also have a comedian, usually someone like some British comedian. But two of the episodes they've had Patton Oswalt on, and he was really good. They did one episode about the American Revolution and one about Nero with him on, and he was very good value. I like Patton Oswalt. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, that's my interesting things I did today. Dealt with. Let's get in the game. I guess. Okay. I remember I can't be in the game when I move my model, so I'll do that first. I said I'll do that. I'll attempt to do that first. Okay, well, I guess I have to. Why is this not working? There we go. Peek behind the curtain. Um, okay, so we should have game sound now. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I think it should be okay. All right, let's resume the game. Okay. Me walk. I wish I looked that cool. I wear my my corporate beanie that I got my software engineer swag that you get when you join a new company. It's pretty comfortable to be fair, but it does have the company's logo front and center on it. Because it's a little bit. My ears get cold, is the thing, so I have to wear that. And I knew I went out with the express intention of like getting some exercise, so I knew I was going to get kind of like sweaty on my walk. So I deliberately wore like clothes that kind of needed a wash anyway. So I kind of looked a bit like a homeless person going out for a walk, I guess maybe. Definitely not cool dude cat with the sunglasses on. Okay. So that's right. There was a plan. They were trying to get their god Anu Anu to be like more powerful by summoning an eldritch god, and then he was gonna like defeat it with the Falchion, I think was the idea. But it all went wrong, and now he's dying. Um so I guess let's go rub it in. Tell him great job, idiot.
For a god, Anu Anu was looking in a bad way. Carlotta was obviously upset by Anu Anu's injuries. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest somewhere.
Alright, who's this lad? A Warb. Oh yeah, that's
It
right.
looked as if
His luck
part
has
of
run
the
out.
ceiling had rearranged most of Warb's head.
Can I do anything
The
with
only
Warb?
thing of interest on Warb's body was the charm bracelet, and I didn't want to take that back.
Yeah, fair enough.
I only hope he got some good luck out of it before his final payoff came. Maybe I should have warned him. Maybe he got what he deserved. Who was I to judge?
You're the protagonist of a video game. You get to judge however much you want. Oh, there's an inscription. What's this say?
An inscription had appeared on the wall. Maybe it had been there all the time and I just couldn't read it. I wasn't sure.
What does it say?
It seemed to say, quod nescient eos interficit. I didn't know what it meant. Quad meant what, but that was all I knew.
Okay, maybe we will get to find out what that means. I know it is a thing in the Discworld books that Terry Pratchett will put in like Latin jokes, because I guess like it was not uncommon when he was growing up for kids in school to learn some Latin, and so I think as a sort of like some way to make it feel like although that time learning Latin wasn't wasted, a lot of people of that generation like to try and use Latin if at all possible. I know my dad, because my dad had to learn Latin when he was a kid, and like the thing he says is, "Oh, it was very helpful when I was in medical school having to learn anatomy because all of the names of the bits of the body are in Latin, I think, or maybe it was Greek, I don't know." But yeah, like it's easier apparently to learn anatomy if you know what the words actually literally mean, because it's like rather than it being the the radial flexor blah 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 thing, it being just like words, it literally just means like the thing that bends this finger sort of thing. So it's like easier to memorize, I guess. I do think it is just kind of cope for having to sit through incredibly boring Latin classes.
Come on, Carlotta, let's get out of here before the rest of the roof comes down.
I'm not leaving my master.
He's not going to make it. You can at least save yourself.
Technically, I don't think gods can die.
Leave us, Luton. Leave.
In Discworld, they kind of like if they lose all their believers, they sort of fade away. But if their physical body gets killed, they just kind of disincarnate and go back to being a god.
I tried to listen in to what Anu was saying, but his voice was weak and faltering.
I should have known.
Doesn't sound weak and faltering to me.
I forgot the inscription.
Quiet, master. Conserve your strength.
I could barely...
Okay.
I hadn't even noticed it was missing.
Oh, I accidentally skipped some dialogue that maybe...
I could barely hear Anu's voice.
The play.
Play?
It was there in the play. I had forgotten about it.
Okay, so something about the inscription and the play.
I noticed it was missing.
He wasn't making much sense.
And that's why he screwed up the ritual. Okay, can I do something with this rubble?
I searched the rubble and uncovered the golden falchion. The sword was bad luck, but I had a feeling it was safer in my hands than anyone else's.
Okay, well, kind of curious what happens if I do this.
I could barely hear.
Oh, okay, I can't stab him with the sword. Can I stab her with the sword?
You've got to get out of here before it's too late.
It's already too late. Leave me.
Okay, if you say so. Can I put the sword away? I guess I can. All right, so we've got this list, we've got this flyer. We've still got this coin. And our trusty grappling iron.
I'd picked up the theater flyer. It told me
again?
about the plays and the disc's current season.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, we've got the falcon, so can we leave? Okay, I guess. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. We've got tentacles. Let's have a chat with Coom.
The terrified cultist was obviously in pain and finding it hard to walk. He wasn't going anywhere. Well, he wasn't going anywhere fast, anyway. What's up with you?
Broke my stupid leg when the roof came in.
Which one are you?
Why does Coom speak like this?
You must be Coom.
How did you know that?
I'm so childish, I can't help it.
Now give me one good reason why I shouldn't turn you over to the watch.
Please, don't. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. It was just a little fun.
Not only do we have tentacles,
Secret
but we're talking to someone whose name is
plots for
Coom.
world domination. I mean, it's intoxicating.
Well, now it's blown up in your face, and at least one member of your cult is dead.
Who was it?
Warb. He had a disagreement with a large block of stone.
I don't want to do. I'm terrified. I suspect that some of the cultists might have wanted us to fail.
Really? Why?
I don't know. Just a hunch. Please don't turn me over to the watch. I didn't do anything wrong.
8 people died because of your cult.
I
I mean, not because of it. Like, the cult
no.
literally murdered them.
I'm sorry.
Saying because of
I
the
should
cult is a
never
bit
have got involved.
passive
Where
voice,
have the
you know.
others gone?
I don't know. Back to the sanctuary, I guess. They didn't really tell me much. I was only the novice.
Maybe I was getting soft in my old age, but I couldn't escape the feeling that the poor fool was just a victim of peer pressure. I guess he just wanted to belong to something, and he didn't much care what. I sympathized, in my own way. Get going. I don't ever want to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this.
I'd better not.
You're not safe here, Coom. The tentacles, they just won't be able to resist, given your name. I wonder if Coom speaks Latin. Can we ask him about this?
It didn't seem worth asking about
I
that.
guess not. Okay. Yeah. Murder happened. Oh yeah, whoops. That was, yeah. Where are we going? Let's see. Okay, this way is the exit. We've got a stage which we can't get to, and just, yeah, leaving. Okay, everything is very green, and we have a lot of tentacles up here. So, where are we going? We need to figure out what this inscription means, I guess. So,
When I
library?
went back to the mansion, the butler had some
Oh,
grim news.
maybe we
for me.
can't.
The Count had shuffled off his mortal coil in the recent disc-quake.
Okay, well,
He was sleeping the big sleep.
not unexpected, seeing as the last time we saw the
crossing
Count, Death
final
was literally there having a
frontier,
chat with him.
booking a vacation to the underworld. Basically, he was dead. Fortunately, he'd left provisions for me in his will. He'd pay my way to the end of the case, and more importantly, he was
Oh,
allowing
okay,
me to
we can still
continue
use the
to
library.
use the library.
That's good.
Well, what did it matter to him who used the library now he was gone?
I'd rather not think about any of my
When
character
you're
names not
dead,
aging well in the future. Yeah, you can never
sleeping the
predict
big
what
sleep.
slang is going to do.
Nothing much mattered to you anymore. All the nastiness was behind you. For the rest of us, the nastiness was still all around us. And if I didn't stop that nastiness from crushing us all under its tentacles, we'd all be sleeping the big sleep. Frankly, I didn't think the afterlife would have enough beds.
I remember, I think it was in an episode of QI actually, where they were talking about the Sherlock Holmes books and how Sherlock Holmes often ejaculates in those books because at the time they were written, to ejaculate meant to, you know, to sort of shout something out unexpectedly. In fact, in one point he ejaculates from a window, which is, yeah, amusing how the reading of stuff can change over time. Okay, can we look up the inscription in the library?
I worked out a translation for the phrase
Hooray.
I'd seen on the wall of the sepulchral temple. What they don't know will kill them. Unfortunately, without something to cross-reference with it, I couldn't find out anything else about it.
Okay. What else do we have that we could look up? So I'm guessing we don't have very many, like, yeah, everything more or less should be crossed out at this point, I guess. There's nothing in the Mundy case, nothing in the Therma case. We've got errata still, even though the graphics are fucked up and we can't actually see that it's there. Nothing for Sapphire. Nothing for the sword. We already checked them for third cult. Okay, so let's... I think I already looked this up, but just in case, let's look it up again.
I had a look through the Necrotelecomnicon discussed for students to see if I could find any more useful information. It wasn't long before I found the phrase that had been inscribed on the wall of the sepulchral temple.
Okay.
Quod nescient eos interficit. It turned out to be the motto of an ancient cult, the dark sect of Nylonathotep, whose emblem was the triple-lobed eye. The tome told me a little of the history of the cult. It seems the mad cultists of the laddering horror had conspired to destroy all creation, but their attempt failed, obviously, and they were believed to have faded into obscurity. I had a suspicion that's exactly what the cult wanted people to think. According to the book, the cult had a sacred artifact, a source of great power known as the Radiant Trapezohedron, which could
What's a
destroy
trapezohedron?
Nyarlathotep or give him dominion over all things, if it fell into his tentacles. There was no description of it, although the author seemed to think it was something small. There was something about a cult plotting to destroy all creation that disturbed me. I had a feeling you couldn't reason with people like that.
I wonder if some of the cult of Nyarlathotep had infiltrated the cult of Anu to, you know, get on board with the let's bring Nyarlathotep. I have to let me whoops. Luton, stop. Thank you. For fuck's sake. The controls in this game. Okay, well we looked up what we needed to look up there. Can we try and get into the library now? I mean, there's a tentacled horror.
It had been a while since
So,
I'd been to the new hall.
maybe that's a
and
good
I had
reason
bad
for us to get in
feeling
there.
About what Mrs. Folmes would have to say to me if she saw me.
Mr. Luton, I was wondering if you'd turn up again.
I guess I didn't actually make the beds,
No,
did I?
you're fired.
Yeah,
Worst
fair enough.
bedmaker I ever hired.
Listen, I have to get inside the university. There's a dangerous cult trying to destroy the city, and I need to talk to someone inside.
That's what they all say. Now goodbye and don't come back.
That wasn't what I wanted to hear.
I'd be so sad if I don't get to go into the library and meet the librarian, because he's great. Let's see. Oh, wait, I just realized. I should look up this in the library as well. Although it might not have anything. I wish that it wasn't quite so tedious.
I looked for another reference to the Radiant Trapezohedron and found it in the
The library is doing
Encyclopedia
work today.
Dennis. Apparently, 400 years ago, the Order of the Sacred Tulip swore to find the trapezohedron and prevent it from falling into the hands of the Dark Sect. Legend had it that one knight swore to never rest until he was sure it could never fall into the hands of the Dark Sect. According to the encyclopedia, he eventually found the trapezohedron and brought it to Ankh-Morpork, where he was buried alongside it.
Oh, are we going to the mausoleum then? Let's check out the mausoleum. Maybe we can find a knight's tomb. Can we even go down here? Hello? The sky. Oh, I guess we can't go down here? That's weird. Why are we allowed to come in? Let's go back to the sanctuary. Maybe there's some cultists here that we can talk to.
I don't know exactly what I hoped to learn from the sanctuary, but I went anyway. Maybe I was hoping that all the cultists would be as easily intimidated as Coombe. I was wrong.
You're very sharp, Mr. Luton. You've done a very sharp thing. Maybe even sharp enough to cut your own throat.
You must be Kondo.
I'm flattered. How did you know?
I guess they didn't want
I
to animate this
recognize your
scene.
voice. You tried to kill me with that crossbow once before.
It's silver-tipped before you get any heroic ideas. The Dark Sect isn't as sloppy as the cult of Anu.
A cult within a cult.
I was right.
We couldn't believe our luck. Mooncarve and Therma were looking for people to join their cult, and they actually wanted to summon Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep,
Can you believe
okay.
that?
Trying to remember
Do
the
you have
name.
any idea how rare it is that someone wants to summon the laddering horror for anything other than wreaking havoc and destruction?
Who's we?
Oh, no, it's not that easy. Do you think I'm the overconfident villain who reveals his whole plot to the hero shortly before placing you in an overly complex life or death situation that you then escape from at the last minute?
I was
It
hoping
might
so.
make life easier if you were.
Real life isn't like the clickies, Luton. The good guys don't always win.
What makes you think I'm the good guy?
I don't care what side you're on, Luton. All I care about is that we are victorious and that
Curious if there's a
everything
pattern with it, or they
is
just did it at random for
destroyed.
longer sections. I think this is the
I
first
just don't
time this has
understand
happened
why
where we've
anyone
just
would
kind
want to
of like
destroy the whole of creation.
had the main character
If you
talking
want
to someone and
die,
not being
why
allowed to
just
see
kill
it.
yourself?
I'm going to achieve something with my life.
Although it kind of
Luton,
makes sense it being at the
something
end of the
that
game,
no
of like
one
maybe, you know, they
will
ran out of
ever
budget.
forget.
Everyone's going to be dead. No one is going to remember anything.
And that's an achievement no one else can claim.
You're insane.
That's what my psychiatrist said. I had to kill him too. He knew too much, just like you.
Some people say
Oh,
that when
okay,
you're
no, we
about
are
to
having a
die,
scrap.
your life flashes before your eyes. For me, the world seemed to go into slow motion.
I told you, Luton, the good guys don't always win.
Very true, but they try much harder.
I'm dead, aren't I? Am I going to spend eternity suffering in the pits of hell for what I've done?
If that's what you want.
Oh, I can't believe I'm not going to find out how all this ends after all the work I put into it.
It's never fun being taken off a project you've worked hard on.
That's the last time I get so involved in my work.
How right you are.
When I came to, I wasn't sure if I was dead or alive. That seemed to be happening to me a lot.
Hello again.
Have you come for me?
No. I was just passing through and I thought it would be polite to say hello.
Death's such a nice guy.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do with acquaintances?
If you want to scare them to death.
Sorry. I'm not good in social situations.
It must be hard to fit in when you're a 7-foot-tall skeleton with a scythe.
I'll see you later.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
That, I'm afraid.
But surely everyone sees death later, right? It's just a matter of when. So something in the conversation then reminded me of a fun Discworld bit that I actually saw someone tweet about the other day, or maybe it was on Blue Sky. But he mentions a psychiatrist. So in the real world, there's the concept of phrenology, which is the heavily discredited quote unquote science of measuring people's skulls to determine various aspects about their personality and abilities and things. Obviously, it's heavily involved with like racism and stuff. In Discworld, because the population of Ankh-Morpork are very practically minded, they reason that if the dents and bumps in your skull determine your personality and things like that, then surely it should be possible by introducing the correct dents and bumps to mold your personality into what you want it to be. And so they invented the concept of retrophrenology, which is basically just getting hit in the head with hammers. I think I saw someone talking about this in the context of, is it luxmaxing? Which is when influencers hit themselves in the face with hammers to make their bones better or something. I don't know. Yeah. Terry Pratchett thought of it first, I guess. Okay. We've got a dead guy. I wonder if he has anything on him. It's obviously the first thing you do, right, when you find
On
a...
Kondo's body was an amulet.
There you go.
It had to be worth finding out what it was, so I took it.
We've got a fidget spinner. Before fidget spinners were invented. I mean, this game came out in like 1993, I think, so... So what is this? Is this...
Kondo's amulet has a symbol on it that looked like an eye, but an eye with 3 protruding lobes.
I was going to say, is this the Tetra such whatever it was, but no, because Tetra means 4. So I don't think it can be that, unless it's misnamed, or the people making the game didn't know what Tetra meant.
The triple-lobed eye symbol was the sign of Nylon Athatep.
Okay. What do we have that we could maybe do? Radiance Trapezohedron is what we're looking for. We've got this inscription. Okay. Well, let's... Maybe I can track someone down. What do we have here?
The scent of the troll perfume blotted out
that's right.
everything else in the sanctuary.
How do I stop being a werewolf? Thank you. This what you needed today? Well, I'm very glad to be able to provide you with what you need. I feel like there's probably not a ton of game left, but I also feel like I don't know what I'm doing, which is a common theme for this game. Maybe I'll try and take the opportunity to yap more about Discworld in general as we play through. I guess we can go to the Temple of Small Gods.
The Temple of Small Gods seemed deserted.
Mooncalf
when I
has some
returned
explaining
there.
to do.
I could hear mad laughter echoing inside.
Oh, we don't just
Mooncalf?
start talking to
Is
him.
that you?
Leave this place. Begone. All are cursed. All will be destroyed.
It was Mooncalf, all right.
Is the laughter still playing even when he's talking? That's interesting.
What happened, Mooncalf?
Mother was right. I should have become a tax collector. It's good money, Mooncalf, she said. Better than you learn with that cult foolishness. You've got to provide for your future. Now look at me. I have no future.
None of us have a future unless we can stop Nylon Athatep.
Don't say that name. Don't say that name.
Okay, well, we've got to ask him about all this stuff, I guess.
Can you tell me anything about the Radiant Trapezohedron?
They always hated me. Even as a child. They never liked me.
We all should have become tax collectors, yes.
About the Trapezohedron.
They always
That's how you
ruined
keep
my
the money in
plans.
circulation. Everyone
They
is a
never
tax
liked
collector,
me.
just collecting taxes from
Nobody
everyone
likes
else.
me.
I was hoping for something a little less personal and a little more useful, Mooncalf.
I mean, arguably, in the US at least, every tax-paying citizen is, or even non-citizens, because you still have to pay taxes just from living here, is more of a tax collector than in a lot of other countries, because we have to actually figure out our own taxes, rather than the government just being like, "Here's the bill." Okay, what about this inscription?
After the summoning, the words Quadnescient Eos Interficit appeared on the walls. What does that mean to you?
No. No, it didn't. That temple doesn't exist. It never happened.
Yes it did.
No! No, it didn't! It never happened!
He's having a bad day. Well, let's ask about... Wait, what? Why did I go... I didn't want to... Okay, well... Oh yeah, we still haven't found this gold... Oh, okay, is the gold-plated jewel, is that the Tetra... whatever it is, a majig? I wanted to ask about...
How
Nylon
can I
Athatep.
stop Nylon Athatep?
Don't mention that name!
Okay, let's try a different approach.
Okay, that didn't work. Maybe I can show him this? The moment being like, what? No tip after making you cook the meal? It is a bit like that, yeah, right? Like, I don't know. It's the... I don't know. The JFK thing of ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I feel like that's taking it to an extreme. Like, personally, I'd be a fan of my country doing some stuff for me after all, actually. Maybe that makes me a filthy socialist.
This amulet is the mark of that entity that you and your cult summoned. I found it on Kondo's body. Does it mean anything to you?
It means that Kondo is a traitor. He won't be the only one. They all hate me.
Oh, okay. Traders in the cult.
Kondo wasn't a follower of Anu Anu at all. He worships the laddering horror. I think he might have been mad.
Madness. Yes. Sweet singing in my ears.
Seems to be fashionable at the moment. Now listen to me. I need to know who else might have been a double agent.
Who? Who? I'll tell you who. They all hated me. Especially Foyd.
Foyd? The troll?
Yes, the troll. I never liked him.
Racist.
I don't trust trolls.
Where is he now?
How would I know?
I guess it's
Tell
speciesist.
me. He never liked me. Nobody liked me.
Did he say anything to you?
He said he was going to change his identity, make a run for it. Such a coward. Stupid troll.
What about the rest of the cult? Where can I find them?
It's too late for
The
everyone.
laughter in the background is killing me.
Nothing can save us now.
I can't tell if this is
Where's
like
your faith? Don't you believe
the
that
game
Anu Anu
being
is the
a
god
bit
of
jank
gods?
generally, or if this is a
No.
consequence of
I
the
renounce my
kind of the
faith.
port to more
Anu Anu
current Windows
betrayed
versions.
me. He betrayed me.
Is he going to go through the window? Yep. See, it isn't very much of a
Mooncalf
fall.
jumped screaming through the stained glass window and began to climb the
Oh,
temple.
okay. So he's...
I could hear Mooncalf ranting as he climbed up the outside of the temple.
Is he going to get struck by lightning?
I give my faith to one god, and it brings about the destruction of everything.
Or is he going to claim to be an atheist and the gods are going to take it personally and strike him with lightning? Because that does tend to happen on the
Gods are
Discworld.
nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
You can't trust them. You can't trust them. We don't need them.
The laughter's still playing.
They need us more than we need them.
I wonder if he's going to say all gods are bastards, because that's a line from the
I'm letting
books.
atheism into my heart as my savior. I am a born-again atheist.
There's a lot of build-up for this, but
I renounce all gods.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, I can't believe I survived that fall.
You didn't.
You're
That's having a busy day.
death then.
You've heard of me? I'm flattered.
Oh, what were the odds that I'd get hit by lightning just as I renounced all gods?
About 1 to 1, I'd say. You're not the first. Although I think you're the first to do it from the top of their own temple. Full marks for style.
Oh, thank you, I think.
Death definitely
Don't
appreciates
mention
style.
I try to make the process as enjoyable as possible.
So what happens next?
That depends on you. But you've renounced all the gods, so I doubt you'll be off to any of the heavens. Or hells, for that matter.
Well, what about reincarnation? I always liked the sound of that.
Well, it's not really up to me. But if you do come back, can I advise you to be careful what you say on the top of religious monuments?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know, I don't feel so, I don't know, so dedicated anymore.
Death gives you a whole new perspective on life.
I should never have become a zealot. My mother was right. I should have been a tax collector.
Perhaps in the next lifetime, eh?
Say what you like about Mooncalf. He knew how to put on a show. Unfortunately, he hadn't left me with many leads, although finding Foyd wasn't a bad idea. I had already a lot of practice getting information out of trolls. All I had to do was work out where he was.
Okay. We're making progress. Oh, okay, and the Temple of Small Gods is gone now, so that's one fewer place we have to worry about going to. Maybe the Watch House? Nobby might know. Nobby knows a lot of stuff. We can still go back to the Sanctuary, that's interesting. I wonder why. Actually, let me check my office. Nope, nothing, okay. Anything in Rodan's? Okay, Rodan is here. I'm not going to talk to him because I remember him being an absolute pain in the ass. Let's go ask Nobby.
Things are looking busy in here, Nobby.
Yeah, I don't know what's come over everyone, but they're acting crazy.
Crazy? Isn't that a subjective term around here?
What?
Never mind. What sort of crazy things?
People attacking each other for no good reason. And jumping to their deaths, too. We haven't seen such carnage since the rule of Lord Snapcase. We've got riots out there, and they're not even being started by dwarves. I've never seen anything like it.
It's going to get worse.
How can you tell?
Trust me, this is only the beginning.
No one noticed the giant tentacled horror in the middle of the city. Alright, Nobby. What do you know?
I'm trying to find a troll named Foyd. Any idea where he is?
Sorry, never heard of him.
Shit. A dwarves known for causing riots. So it's a strange fact of Ankh-Morpork life that the average dwarf, who back home in the mountains is only really concerned with, you know, keeping his head down, getting a little mine going, doing honest work. As soon as he arrives in the city, will start wearing like 5 layers of chainmail, carting around a massive battle axe, spending all of his time in dwarf bars, quaffing and singing songs about gold and getting into fights. It's just a yeah, kind of a weird fact of city life not maybe agreeing with the dwarves. Do we have anything else that maybe Nobby would be able to help us with? Let's see. I doubt he'll know anything about any of this. What about... No, okay, I don't think Nobby's going to be much help here. Although we could show him... No, I don't think any of this. Okay, well... Also, yeah, exactly, yes, like the Irish moving to Boston. Also, the dwarves don't get on very well with trolls. There's a lot of historical beef there because, well, the dwarves are a species who like to spend their time going around the place looking for rocks containing interesting minerals and smashing them open, and trolls, on the disc, are rocks containing interesting minerals. And so, understandably, you'd be a bit peeved if, you know, being a troll, you were in, like, it's the middle of the day, so you've kind of slowed down and you're just sort of sat around waiting for it to be cold so your brain starts working properly again, and all of a sudden some short bugger with a beard comes along and sticks a pickaxe in your ear. There's also been some, like, wars between the dwarfs and the trolls. Most famously, there was a big battle at Coombe Valley. Coombe with a K, not with a C. Which no one seems to agree. It's like down in the history books as the only battle where both sides ambushed each other at the same time. They usually run short. Ha 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 ha. Okay, where have we... Actually, it's interesting that Rodan's back, because he was gone for ages. Like, he just wasn't there. And now he's back, so does he know... Does he know Foyd? I mean, it's worth a try.
You're back.
We have to wait for the animation to play out.
Back? Had I gone somewhere?
Here we go again.
I want to ask about Foyd.
I'm looking for someone named Foyd. Do you know them?
Foyd. Foyd. No, I don't remember that name.
He's a troll.
No. Definitely haven't seen any trolls.
Yes, you have. Malachite was staying here.
Oh.
Is this guy in the game just to
yes.
waste your time?
Well, no trolls apart from Malachite.
Rodan was hiding something. But what?
Okay, how do I get him to spill the beans? Oh, do I pretend that I'm a cultist?
The amulet was something to do with a very secretive and dangerous cult. I didn't want to
Okay, no. Do I threaten him with the
I
falchion?
wasn't going to
Oh, what if I just talk to him?
So you're a sculptor then?
A battle to give the Crimean War a run for its money. I don't know an awful lot about the Crimea War, I will admit. I know the Charge of the Light Brigade
yes.
because of poetry, but that's about it, really.
I'm reasonably sure I am. Something like that, anyway.
Why do I get the feeling that you aren't going to be much good at
This guy
small
is
talk?
the worst. Like, I object on a philosophical level to putting a character this useless in a game where you are actively encouraged to try and use every, like, conversation thing you can. Okay, let's see. We could ask about... What could we ask about? No, I guess we solved all the murders. Got... Oh, maybe Jasper Horse knows about Foyd. I'm giving up on Rodan for now because he's just annoying. Okay, Jasper
I hadn't
Horst.
seen Horst since I arranged his meeting with Laredo.
Yeah.
Wherever Horst was, he
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
at
no
his
talking to
quarters.
Horst. What about... is this place still... Oh, no, okay, maybe Mankin knows. Mankin knows lots of stuff.
Can we talk?
I know I can. And you can at least make intelligible noises.
Mankin's so sassy. And we wanted to ask about Void.
Do you know where I can find a troll called Foyd?
You ask too many questions to be healthy in this town.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let's ask him about this.
Given the trap...
No.
Does quad nessi and eos interficit mean anything to you?
You ask too many questions to be healthy in this town.
Okay. All right, I doubt he's going to be very helpful then. Where haven't we gone to talk to someone? I don't think... Well, maybe Sam knows. Sam hasn't been very much help at all so far this game, I don't think.
Some ale.
Mr. Luton.
All right, spill the beans. Where's Foyd?
Do you know where I can find a troll called Foyd?
I wouldn't know anything about...
What the fuck is the point of you, Sam? Honestly. Can we get back in here, or is it still... Are we still fired?
Can I come in?
No, go away. You're fired, and that's that.
Okay. There's an infamous event with a man yelling, "There are your cannons," with an accompanied vague gesture, which was apparently so vague it led to the titular charge into a valley surrounded by Russian... That part, at least, I am familiar with, yes. That the... whoops, we accidentally rode all of our horses directly into Russian cannon fire to no effect, and then had to turn around and run back through even more Russian cannon fire. It's a I don't know, it feels very much like a classic British military endeavour. You know, the sort of thing where someone has bought their commission in the army, and they are absolutely balls at being a soldier or a general or whatever. Okay, can we... Oh, the guards are gone. But we can't go in. But we can go here, and we can climb the wall. I'm wondering if Leonard or Two Conkers know
When
anything.
I went back to Leonard's cell, it was lacking a large part of the wall. The disc quake must have taken its toll on the palace. Leonard and Two Conkers were still working on the flapping wing flying device like nothing had happened.
Apparently they did eventually capture the cannons, and they were distributed to villages in rural Ireland, of all places. One thing I do know, so are you familiar with the Victoria Cross? It's I think it's like the British equivalent of the Medal of Honor, except it's much harder to get a Victoria Cross. The metal the Victoria Crosses are cast out of is made from the metal, like the captured Russian guns from the Crimean War. Is my understanding. I could, citation needed, but I think that is correct. Okay, we can go back down, or we can go further in. Okay. Yeah, let's...
Just a few more questions, if you wouldn't mind.
ask about all the things. Okay, what do you know about Foyd?
You know where I can find...
I mean,
a
Leonard
troll
won't. He never
called
leaves his cell.
Foyd?
I'm sorry? The name means nothing to me.
Okay, what about this?
Have you heard of the radiant trapezohedron?
What is this being?
Fucking hell,
Well,
Two
I don't
Conkers.
really know.
Stop being
It's
such a
source
racist
of great
caricature,
power.
please.
That's the only thing I'm sure about.
What is being a trapezohedron to mean? It's a type of crystal in which all the faces are trapeziums.
And a trapezium? A type of quadrilateral with no parallel sides.
No, that's a trapezoid.
No, a trapezoid has two parallel sides of different lengths.
That's a trapezium.
No, it's not.
Where are your family from anywhere near Genua?
My grandfather was. What's that got to do with anything?
Genuine geometry has slightly different definitions to Ephebian geometry. I tend to go by Legibus's definitions in his geometries. Have you read it?
This trapezodendron. Trapezohedron. All sides would be consisting of squashed squares.
Well, that's a slightly crude summary, but essentially correct.
That's it.
Oh, it's a
That's
Chinese
the
cannon.
jewel I am
Okay.
being seeking. Really? Much yesness. Just like that is being, but with gold platings. And you were looking for this, right? How close were you to finding it? I am of some sureness
that it is to being in Ankh-Morpork.
Whoever wrote
And
this
I am of
dialogue
the
should be
belief that
fucking
this arrangement of
fired.
stars
I mean,
is of great
if
importance
they're
to
even
him in
still
his
alive.
discoverage.
Can I see that?
Please, take if you wishing. I am not to be having much chances to look myself now. I would be of delighted nature if you would continue the looking for me.
Okay, we have a map. I think. Yeah.
Two conquerors had given me a star map that was
A
supposed to
star
lead
map?
to the jewel he was looking for. I didn't know what to make of the map. I was never good at astrology.
Okay, so at the university by the library there was an observatory, so I guess we need to go there at some point.
Just a few more questions, if you would.
Sadly, it's my turn. My focus to work. Have a good stream. Something. Thank you for stopping by, Punderful, and I hope work is not too bad. Also, I'm working this late. It must suck. You have my sympathies. I guess we can ask
Does
about this.
the phrase quod nescient eos interficit mean anything to you?
Where is that familiar to?
You recognize it?
Yes, this. It is to be the motto of one of the elder cults. I am not remembering of which.
A cult, not the cult of Anu Anu.
Oh, with sureness that is not to be so. Older cult than that even, but cannot be remembering.
Okay, well we know what cult, so let's ask about
Either
this.
of you heard of Nylon Athatep?
That's a familiar name. I believe that's the name.
The disc
of
is on
one
a
of the
turtle of
old
unknown gender swimming
dark
about the interstellar
gods.
medium. Are
Do you
all the
know
other
anything
planets
more
round? I
about it?
think
Sorry, no.
most of them. I think so in the second Discworld book, so I don't want to spoil it just in case. It's not like a major spoiler, but events transpire which make you believe that there are at least other discs, some number of other discs out there. But yeah, as far as they can tell, all the other stars are like normal stars. The disc's sun is like barely bigger than the moon, and it orbits the disc in, you know, classic flat Earth style. You can't think too hard about the cosmology of the disc because it just does not make sense. The reason that it works is literally because of magic. Do we have any other stuff we could ask about here that would be useful? I'm not sure that we do. I guess we can ask about
Do
this.
either of you know a symbol that looks like a sort of wavy star with an eye in the middle?
To be of certitude.
What is it?
It is to be believed as symbol with prehistoric oranges.
It's very old, is that what you're saying?
Of much yesness.
You don't know what it means?
Laminatedly no.
In there's like a kind of it's I mean it is a Discworld book, but it's like a heavily illustrated Discworld book, and so it's like shorter on words but has lots of cool pictures in it, like really gorgeous art. Actually, it's called The Last Hero, and in that they go to the moon briefly. In fact, Leonard of Quirm builds a spaceship, and yeah, they go to the moon, and the moon is like, you know, spherical and like a normal moon. But yeah, they don't give much thought to stuff that happens outside of the disc because, you know, they got enough to be going on with back home. This rock has like a purple outline on it, which makes me feel like it's going to become interactable at some point, even if it isn't right now. Okay, down we go. I don't think I really learned very much. Oh no, okay, we've got the star map. So now we have the star map. Can I persuade the librarian, or rather woman here, to let me in? Or is it still going to be a no? Is it full of Amish people like Joseph Smith said it would
Can
be?
I
No,
come in?
it's
No, go away.
it's actually full of
You're fired,
dragons.
and that's that.
Magdalen Bridge is still here? Why is this still here? I feel like I need to... Okay, maybe Horst
I
is
hadn't
back.
seen-
Oh. Dagon Street. Anything going on here? Can I turn into a werewolf here? Luton's... See, okay, the way I think this game should work is, if the word Luton is popping up and I click, it should open the inventory. It feels like 75% of the time that doesn't happen.
I didn't like to transform.
No, okay, we're not going to do it. What if we go in here and do it? A distinctly non-Amish creature, yes. dragons, I think, not well known. Okay, dark magenta
There was
fog.
a disturbing dark magenta scent in the fish bar, something that resonated with cosmic evil. It scared me. It scared me that anything could have such a disturbing scent. And it scared me that I could tell what color cosmic evil was.
Okay. So let's collect this, I guess. So, what smells do we have that we don't know? Gotta move this all the way back up to the top. Gotta keep your smells organized. Okay, so we know the smell of Anu Anu. We don't know what navy or maroon are. I'm pretty sure that navy is Vimes, and we just haven't had a chance to collect it. Maroon, I don't remember where we found maroon. And dark magenta is... I guess is dark magenta the smell of Nylanathatep, maybe? We don't have anything here. No, okay. Go back to the disc. I turn into a werewolf here.
I was pretty sure I'd learned all I was going.
Okay. Oh, he's gone. Have they also gone? Or is it just playing this cutscene and things are going to look different when I arrive? Okay, so Warb is still here, but Carlotta is gone, and so is Anu Anu. Okay. Well, where would they have gone? I feel like I've looked everywhere. Is Carlotta back? No, this is just back to the library. Oh wait, hang on. Can I look up? Okay, I can try and look up Foyd in the library. I don't think this is going to do much. I feel like too much is said about Cthulhu. The description of the other old gods and ones are so much more interesting, but they get overshadowed. It's like Pyramid Head and Silent Hill, right? Like a lot of people think, oh, Silent Hill, that's the thing about Pyramid Head, where it's like he's one aspect of one of the games. The interesting thing about Pyramid Head is not that he's a big buff dude with a triangle for a head. It's that he, you know, what he means in the context of the character, that he's a you know, part of their psyche kind of thing, a manifestation of their guilt. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who do I ask about Foyd? Okay, so I guess Rodan was hiding something, so maybe we have to try and talk to Rodan.
I have to ask some questions.
I wish it wouldn't make the animation play out before you would talk. Okay. What about this?
The star map.
No. Anything about notes? I guess we can ask about this. No.
Nylanathatep was in.
What about this?
Does Quad Nessie and Eos Interficit mean anything to you?
Wait.
Ooh. That's familiar.
Rodan wasn't good at remembering details like his name or my name or what year it was.
Fucking Rodan. Oh, what's this? Okay. Plaster encrusted bandages. Oh, I see. Okay, so Foyd's a troll, and he wanted to change his appearance, so he's had the troll equivalent of plastic surgery, which I'm guessing is getting a sculptor to chip bits off your face and then having some plaster put on to make you look different. Okay, now we have something that we can use with Rodan.
I have to ask some questions.
Oh, the waiting.
Okay.
All right. Spill the beans.
You dropped these over by Malachite's spot.
Talking to Ronan is sort of become a euphemism for having a bad time. Yeah.
Did I?
I feel like unless
What
something
are
particularly notable
they?
happens
They're bandages.
in the rest of the
Only
game, I
funny
think
thing
"fuck you,
they're
Rodan" is going to
covered
be
in plaster.
a decent raid message.
Really?
I suppose you were making some kind of modification to one of your statues.
Yes, that's right. Hmm?
Only the funny thing is, none of the statues have changed. Perhaps you could explain that.
Well,
Shall I tell you what I think? I think you're operating as an illegal plaster surgeon for trolls on the lam. Half-inch on the nose.
Oh, that's
here,
why
a bit
Malachite
extra
was
on the
here.
chin. Even their own mother wouldn't know them, eh?
but I never do anything illegal, honestly.
Don't worry, I'm not going to turn you over to the watch. I just want some information.
Information?
The interesting is, like,
I know that you're
most
not the
trolls
best
look
person to
pretty
come to
similar
for
to humans. Humans
information,
aren't good at
given
telling
your
trolls
memory.
apart.
Yes, that's what makes me a good plaster surgeon. I can never remember who my patients are.
Do you work here?
Not usually. No. I usually work wherever they need me.
But you had to do Malachite here because he didn't have anywhere to go.
Malachite. Malachite.
Oh, come on. He was right here in the workshop.
Oh, that troll. Yes, I did him.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so now we ask about Foyd.
Did you work on a troll
Yes, okay.
named Foyd?
Foyd.
All right, I can't give you a description. All trolls look the same to me. But if you worked on him, it'd have been recently. Have you worked on a troll in the last day or so?
Yes. I worked on
Wait,
someone
so
down by the river recently.
why were the bandages
A
over in the
street name
corner
would be
there?
nice.
If you worked on him somewhere
I'm
else, and why weren't the
rarely
bandages there
possessed with
earlier?
names.
How do you find people's houses?
I'm really good at taking directions.
Well, where was this troll that you worked on?
You walk to the river Ankh, turn right, and then take the 3rd street on the right. It's opposite an abandoned shop.
An abandoned shop. Thanks. I think I can find that.
Okay. But we didn't get... We didn't get a location, so where is it? Is it on Dagon Street? Yes, okay, so this is the abandoned shop. And this is, I guess, where Foyd is?
Foyd, are you there?
Oh.
No, there's no one named Foyd here.
Don't lie, Foyd.
he
Firstly,
was
I
dead.
recognize your voice. And secondly, I've spoken to Rodan. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cause you any trouble.
Oh, is the Elva sign to protect you from Nylanathatep or to like summon Nylanathatep? Let's have a look.
Someone had painted the sign of the eel on the floor. Foyd must have been looking for protection from
protects
the
you.
laddering horror. I guess he wasn't as stupid as he seemed. Or maybe his self-preservation was strong enough to cut through his stupidity.
Strange that he would try to summon it and then try to hide from it. Like, what did you expect was going to happen?
All you have to do is cooperate with me, and I'll leave you alone.
Were yous followed?
Probably.
No, I
Actually,
got
no.
cautious about that
The troll that was
recently.
following me got
What
murdered,
do you
so we're
want?
probably okay. Okay. Tell me about this.
Tell me about Nylanathatep.
No, ask me something else.
Were you part of the Nylanathatep worshippers?
Not tell yous nothing.
Who are you running from, Foyd?
Not saying nothing.
Okay.
Do
I
you know
doubt he
what
speaks
quod
Latin.
nescient eos interficit means?
That's the thingy. Quod nesciunt seos interficit.
The thingy? What does it mean to you?
Dunno.
I could very quickly lose patience with you, Foyd. Did anyone ever mention the radiant trapezohedron to you, Foyd?
The radiating trapezoedron.
I'll take that as a no.
I feel like it's vaguely offensive that they make the stupid troll sound Glaswegian. I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to do the actual just
Nice
talking.
place you have here.
Cut the small talk. Just ask his questions and get out.
Can I? Is this the same?
Nice place.
No, okay, it's the same dialogue. All right, let's show him the amulet.
Does this amulet mean anything to you?
Yeah, that does look familiar. That's Satrap's.
This belongs to Satrap? Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Saw it round his neck.
And where is he now?
Dunno.
Okay. But we got it from someone else, right? We got it from another name that I can't remember. Oh, Kondo. Right.
The star...
No.
I have the Falchion. I think it might be possible to stop Nylanethotep using the sword, but I need to know how.
Dunno. They didn't tell me nothing like that.
Are you telling me that you were part of a secret cult, but you didn't know anything that was going on?
Well, I did what Mooncalf told me most of the time.
Because he was the leader, you mean?
Well, he was the figurehead, but I don't know if he was the leader.
Then why were you following Mooncalf's instructions?
He was my contact. That's how we stayed in touch. Use contact keeps you in touch with what goes down.
I see.
I had the term. I guess it would be Mancunian, to refer to a person from Manchester, and it was a bit of a shock. Yeah, some of the what is it, a demonym? Is that the right word for it? The words used to refer to people by their place of origin. So someone from Liverpool is a Liverpudlian, that's a fun one because it sounds like puddle, I guess, to me. And then you got Glaswegian from Glasgow, and I'm trying to think are there any interesting ones from Wales? I guess there aren't really. Like you would just say someone from Swansea. Like there isn't really a way to refer to someone as being you're not like a Swanseaite, or a Cardiffite or anything like that. I guess there's a concept of someone being a Swansea Jack, but that's more I think to do with the football team than anything. Oh yeah, Novocastrian from Newcastle. That's a fun one. Like I love the Novocastrian sounds very highfalutin, and from what I know of Newquay, it's not that.
Everyone in the cult had a contact, right?
Oh no, Newey
That's
is what they call
right.
it, right?
So who was Satrap's
Newquay is
contact?
That was
Newcastle in
Gaelic.
And
England.
where can I find Gelid?
Dunno, but I think he worked as a porter up at the university.
That's
Oh,
all
okay.
I need to know.
Well, we need to go to the
Thanks.
university again. Okay, we have a new thing in our notebook. What did we just write down? We wrote down Gelid. Okay, do we go to the university now? Let's try. It's a bit shite, yes. That's the distinct impression I've been given. Okay, please let us in.
Can I come in?
No, go away. You're fired, and that's that.
Okay, well, we're missing something there. Okay, does Nobby know about Gelid? Like, the fact that we can still go to places makes me think that maybe there's some information here,
I
but it
need
could
some
just be
more
that
answers, Nobby.
they didn't want to railroad you too much into the only places with information being
I need
available.
to get into the unseen university, and I want you to help me do it.
How?
Can't you get me some kind of warrant or something?
No, absolutely not. Vimes would go spare if he knew I'd given a search warrant to you.
A search warrant?
Yeah, it's a piece of parchment from the patrician allowing us to search a premises. Or is that a premise?
Well, I need one.
I can't do it, Luton. It's more than my job's worth.
Nobby, there's
survival
a
of
tentacled
the city
monster
might depend
menacing
on
the
it.
city.
You'd say anything just to get your own way.
All right, if that's the way it's going to be. How did you get into my office the other day, Nobby?
The door was open.
No, it wasn't. I always lock my door. In that neighborhood, my coffee maker wouldn't last 10 minutes if I didn't.
Well, I found my way in. Let's just leave it at that, eh?
How would Vimes feel if he learned that you'd been breaking and entering onto private property just
He
to
wouldn't be
fill your
surprised.
own
He's known Nobby for
pockets?
like
You're not
30
gonna
years.
Tell him, are you, Luton? He'll go spare.
Well, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
What would I want my back scratched for?
I mean, I'll ignore your transgression if you get me a warrant to let me into the university.
I don't know about this, Luton. I think...
Act now. You can think about it later.
Okay. Wait here.
Well, if I couldn't count on him as a friend, I could always count on him as a coward.
Don't get out before somebody sees you.
Nobby
Consider me gone.
spent some time in various sort of armies in his younger days, and apparently the generals used to keep a close eye on him because they could tell which way the battle was going depending on like which uniform he just recently switched into. He was the survivor of many battles and the pilferer of many boots from corpses and things like that. Okay, we have our search warrant. Now can we get in?
Open up! Open up!
Yeah, here we go. This is
Hold on,
different.
hold on. What is it? Oh, it's you.
I have here a signed parchment from the Oblong office allowing me access to university grounds.
Presumably that means the
You'll see it's
patricians
completely
signed
in order.
it ahead of time, right? They
Alright,
had a
you can come
a
inside.
signed parchment with the space for where to search left blank, which seems a bit of a liability. I don't know. I shouldn't question it too
Where
much.
did you get this from?
I'm a private investigator. I got this through legitimate channels.
What sort of legitimate channels?
That's not for me to discuss.
This is most aggravating. Right, here's what's going to happen. You wait here, and I'm going to go and have a word with the watch. If this checks out, then I won't have any choice but to let you in. And if it doesn't, I'll be back with the watch to have you arrested. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
Don't touch anything, don't go anywhere. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly.
Okay, well,
I
we're
don't
definitely
like
going to go
religion,
places and touch
and
things.
I don't trust you, but you'd better not cross me on this. I'll be back shortly.
I look forward to it.
No one has much of
What
a
did she think she'd
sense of
do?
urgency
Choke me
here.
with a duster?
I
Now
feel.
to find Gelid. I'd have to be fast. There was no telling what Foams would do when she got back. I certainly couldn't count on Nobby to back me up when the old battle axe came storming into the watch house.
Okay. So here is where the porter was. Oh. Oh. Why would you do... It's clearly blood.
I noticed that there were blood stains on the carpet. The scent of it was overpowering.
It's flagstones, not carpet. Okay, you just adjust your hat.
I couldn't stop myself.
Oh.
The scent of blood made me lose control, and I transformed into my wolf form. I followed the trail of blood
that was
from the
abrupt.
concourse up onto the rooftops.
I wanted to
found
collect
the
those
Blevlow's
smells.
body by the observatory. No attempt had been made to hide it. I don't think the murderer cared. I could hear voices coming from inside the observatory, and even though my better judgment said to stay away, my curiosity drew me on. I hoped there was a limitation to how many times curiosity could kill the werewolf.
Okay, so now we have the observatory. I guess we can just come back here anytime we want. Oh, cutscene. Is that a golem? That looks like a golem.
I made my way into the observatory, and inside was a wizard whose voice I recognized. Satrap. I wasn't sure what he was doing, but it couldn't be good.
The stars are right! A bit further! Now! Left! Left a bit!
A golem was operating the cranks for the observatory's main telescope, and Satrap was calling out instructions. I guess he was looking for something.
Mr. Luton.
Maybe
do
get another
come
evil
in.
villain speech. Where's your white cat, mate?
I've been expecting you.
You've been using your magic to spy on me?
No, I saw you through the telescope.
That's not how
Mind
telescopes
telling me
work.
what you're doing?
You don't point them at the
same
ground.
as everyone else, waiting for the end of all creation.
All creation?
Well, Nylon Athertep might only destroy Ankh-Morpork to begin with, but I'm sure it will get around to destroying everything sooner or later. It's all just a matter of time.
So you're the leader of the dark sect of Nylon Athertep, then?
Luton, I am the Dark Sect. They would be nothing without me.
And you're a wizard?
The Professor of Astrology, as it happens. I acquired the job only recently, although it has been empty for a while. Mathom was interested in the post, but I was fortunate enough to dispose of him as part of the summoning ritual.
So there was some internal politics involved in that murder.
Oh, make no mistake, most of those 8 murders served another purpose. People don't become cultists because they want to help the gods out. They know that it's a good way to get what they want and to justify whatever unspeakable acts they want by blaming it on a god.
Carlotta needed Reagan killed because he was blackmailing her, and Mundy had the sword. What about the merchant Gaimin?
He and Kondo never got on. For all I know, there were reasons that the other people were chosen as well. It's often the way of these things.
Kondo's dead. I killed him.
Well, that'll be one less thing for Nylon Athertep to do when he gets here.
How many of the cultists were secretly in the dark sect?
Only myself and Kondo. But Foyd was easily manipulated
Okay,
to our
Foyd,
ends
yeah.
as well.
I feel like Foyd
He
was
barely
involved.
had any idea what was going on.
We just used him because it suited our purposes to do so.
Awful lot of people
Foyd couldn't have
extemporizing
told
about their
anyone what we were
motivations for
because he
doing bad
only
stuff here.
barely understood anything that was going on around him.
What about Gelid? Did you kill him?
Yes, he had to be removed. He was
feel
still
like
loyal
if
to
you're a
Anu
wizard and you want to
Anu,
kill someone,
and
you
he
wouldn't
had
leave
outlived
bloodstains,
his
right? Like you just
usefulness.
magic him dead.
What have you done with Carlotta?
As far as I know, she's still tending the wounds of that wretched excuse for a god.
You pulled the wool over her eyes, didn't you? Pretending to worship Anu Anu.
The wool? I pulled the whole sheep.
Popular pastime in
Was
Wales,
Horst
incidentally.
somehow involved in your plans?
Horst? Ha! Without Horst, we'd have never got Monday staying in the Octarine Parrot. The trouble with trying to murder in a geometric shape is you're really quite restricted as to where you can work.
So how come Horst's name isn't on the list?
He's not a cultist, Luton. He's just a greedy troll who thought helping us would get him the sword.
The real enemy,
Instead,
capitalism.
It's going to get him and everyone else killed.
I feel like Luton's
I
voice has
really
changed.
think
Like
you
he's,
should have let me
he's
say
deeper.
that. I mean, you say it in such a disappointing fashion. I can deliver lines like that with much greater dramatic effect.
You're a vain, arrogant, dangerous man, Satrap.
Thank you.
Where's the trapezohedron?
It's funny you should ask. I was just looking for it now. Once we have our hands on it, nothing will stop Nylon Athertep. The whole of creation will be destroyed.
Can we stab this guy now?
Don't you think that laugh is a little over the top?
Listen, Luton. There are fewer perks than you might think to being what most people would consider an insane psychopath plotting the destruction of everything. I have always thought that a good dose of mad laughter was something I had earned the right
Oh, I just
to
realised I should have been
indulge in.
counting the
This
exclamation
whole plan
marks.
is crazy,
It's
Satrap.
a
No one in their right
a
mind
sure
plots
sign
such
of a diseased
mindless
mind on the
destruction on
Discworld
such a
to
large scale.
say
Do you
or
need
write
help?
something with multiple
I
exclamation
have
marks.
all the help
I think once
need,
you've reached 5, you're beyond help.
Luton. I have Nylon Athertep.
It's not helping you. It wouldn't help anyone. It is totally evil.
Yeah, a different recording day.
Evil? No, I will not accept that. It is conditioned simply to survive, and it can survive only by dominating all other life. When all other life is suppressed, then we will have peace. Wars will end. It is a power not of evil, but of good.
Satrap, if you had created a spell that could destroy all forms of life, would sweep throughout the disk and leave nothing in its wake, would you allow its use?
It is an interesting conjecture.
But would you do it?
Yes. Yes. To hold in my hand a scroll that contained such power. To know that life, death on such a scale, was my choice.
Kind
To
of-
know
kind of-
that the
kind of
faintest
Thanos coded.
breaths speaking those words would end everything.
I much prefer the motivation that Thanos had in the comics, where he just
I
wanted to
would
impress
do it.
Death because he had a
That
crush on her.
power would set me up among the gods, and through Nylonathotep, I have that power!
You're deranged, Satrap. I thought Mooncalf was bad, but you take the honors. I can't allow this to continue. I have to stop you.
I feel like the
cannot
other gods of the
stop
disc
me
would be invested in stopping
I'm
Nylonathotep as well, because if all of their
Give it
believers
up,
die,
Satrap.
then the gods lose all
It's
their
over.
power.
I pursued Satrap up onto
Oh,
the
more
roof.
cutscene. He's a weird. Why is he not
His
magicking
robes
us?
were white with the stench of Gelid's blood, and I couldn't control myself.
This is what happens if you try to get into a fist fight with a werewolf.
The next thing I knew, Satrap's body was tumbling down the roof into a crumpled heap below.
Also, I'm still
Get down here!
bothered by the fact that the
This
werewolves
isn't
are like
over. Don't
man-shaped
turn away
wolf
from me
monsters.
while I'm talking to you.
because
Come
canonically,
back.
werewolves
This
in
isn't
Discworld are just you just turn into a wolf,
It
not a
is
wolf
for
man.
you.
Oh, black spectre of the cold sleep of death, leave me, your humble servant, so that I can witness the destruction I have wrought in thy name.
Wrought in thy name? You should get out more often, Satrap.
I live.
Death finds this
to
sort of thing quite
serve
embarrassing, I think.
you.
Really? Any good at making curry?
Also, Death already
No,
has a servant
but
who
I
is an
am
old
causing
man.
death and destruction on a scale as yet unprecedented.
And you think that makes me happy? I'm not the god of death, you know. I'm just death. I'm just providing a service. There are times, you know, when I get really annoyed by you mortals.
Does that mean I'm going to be punished for all eternity?
If that's what you want.
Isn't there some way I can bargain with you?
Nothing springs to mind.
Classic game of chess, surely.
Surely someone has found a way to attempt to avoid the final curtain?
Well, people sometimes
Is he going to
challenge
say
me
that
to
he
a
always
game.
forgets the way the horses move?
Do they ever win?
No. But someone once challenged me to that one where you knock a little ball out of a hole. Flog, I think it was called.
What sort of game is that?
A really stupid one to play against a person who spends every second working on his swing,
Can I play you at it?
if you like. Last time I got a birdie on the 18th, but it was its own fault for flying so low.
I imagine Death would be a fairly good golfer.
To save my life. Whatever
Also,
you
it's like
ask.
he kind of has the
Dying, aren't you?
sort of
I didn't think
the
I
character
would
of
be.
like a retired
But I
country
was wrong.
gentleman sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so spending his
Take
time
my
playing golf
hand.
seems like it would be kind of thematically
There's
appropriate.
nothing to worry about. The hard part is over.
Why are you being so nice to me? I tried to destroy all of creation.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Okay, that was quite a long cutscene. Yes, exactly, a man of leisure. Although he does work very hard. You know, he's always around and about the place. What do we have? We've got some mosaics. We can leave with the telescope. We have an astrolabe, which... Is it broken? It looks a little bit broken.
On the
Astrolabe's
floor was an
usually
ornate device for navigating across the stars.
bigger than this. Spherical? Oh, okay. I would call that a sextant, not an astrolabe. But maybe I'm wrong.
The floor of the observatory was decorated with the 64 signs of the zodiac. They were all here. The celestial parsnip, the cow of heaven, the knotted string, even Okjok the
What about
salesman.
the small, boring group of faint stars? That's always my favourite Discworld constellation. But the reason that there are 64 constellations in the zodiac on the Discworld is because the number 8 has great significance on the disc. More in the earlier books than in the later books. In the earlier books, it's much more kind of Conan the Barbarian, Dungeons and Dragons fantasy. In the later books, it's a bit more kind of grounded fantasy, I guess. So there's less magic generally and less kind of random significance to stuff. But yeah, like octagons and octograms and things. And wizards are not supposed to say the number 8. Things like that. There's the 8th color. There's the color of magic, Octarine. Can we do
Fascinating
anything?
though they were, I couldn't do anything to the mosaics with my bare hands.
Okay, what about... We've got this star map, right? Can we use this on the mosaics?
I looked at the star
Yeah.
map and back to the mosaics. The map seemed to include a constellation. All I had to do was find out which one and tell the golem to move the telescope to look at it. Well, it was a plan of sorts.
Okay, so... What do we have? We have one up here, and then 3, and then it's this one, right? Oh, there they are. It's the small, boring group of faint stars.
I suppose the small, boring group of faint stars might have been on the map, but if they were, they'd been drawn much brighter than they really were. Swing the telescope around to face the small, boring group of faint stars.
It's the constellation that Rincewind the Wizard was born under. Okay. Can I... Yeah, okay, I can go out. Well, let's have a look through the telescope, I guess.
The stars seem to be pointing at the Salachi Mausoleum.
Oh, that's why
If
we
the
could go
map
back to the
was
mausoleum.
Right, the jewel was somewhere inside.
I tried to go there earlier because they said that it was buried with a knight. But okay, can I talk with the Oh no, golems can't talk. Unless they've been
I
freed.
could tell the golem what to do, but beyond that, there wasn't much I could do.
Okay. Anything else here? Why did I? Do I? Oops. Oh, Luton, I want to look at your inventory. Why did I pick up this?
The astrolabe was a carefully
Is this for when I
constructed
get to the
tool for
mausoleum? I
navigating
can
the
figure out.
heavens. I suppose it could be useful if I got lost in the city and wanted to work out which way was hubwards.
Okay, well, let's go here then. So do I use this now?
I think I could see how the astrolabe worked.
Oh, of course, the sky. There we go. I was wondering why the sky was a thing you could interact with here.
I used the astrolabe to see exactly where Two Conquer's map pointed.
I mean, you're just looking at various stars. I'm not sure this is how a map works.
They seem to be indicating a grotesque in the entrance chamber.
If you say so.
I don't know who thought it was tasteful to make carved statues that were part human and part mythical beast, but frankly I thought they looked awful.
Well, it's just rude.
I searched the grotesque carefully and concluded that it was a cover stone for something underground.
No way has this statue been here for hundreds of years.
Opening up
And
the
they're not
crypt
seeded up.
below, the stale air told me that this chamber hadn't been visited in hundreds of years.
Like, that's
In
always the question,
gloom,
right, with
I could
the-
make out a single sarcophagus.
With the tombs and the traps and stuff like that, who maintains them? You know, like is it some little like random tribesman's job to go in there every Saturday and oil the spiked walls and make sure that the giant rolling boulder is like not got wedged? Okay, we've
The
got the
sarcophagus
sarcophagus.
didn't look like any recent design. In fact, I was surprised to see one in Ankh-Morpork at all. It must have been imported from somewhere.
Oh, an
On the
indentation.
sarcophagus was a circular indentation with a square peg
Oh,
coming out.
finally. Finally, we get to use our coin.
Mundy's coin fitted the indentation perfectly, and with it I could easily turn the peg. There was a faint click, and the sarcophagus opened. Inside the sarcophagus was a suit of armor, grasping a glowing gem that could only be the radiant trapezohedron. I wasn't expecting the armor to burst into life, though.
That seemed unnecessary. You're just a bit surprised.
Thanks a lot. 400 years I wait for you to come and let me out. And the first thing you do is cut my arm off. It'll take ages to sew back on.
You must have been very bored in there.
I'm sorry. I just sort of acted reflexively.
So you instinctively cut the arm off people you meet?
If they come bursting out of a coffin, yes.
It's a sarcophagus. A very nice sarcophagus. Donated to the Order by some nice people in Jelly Baby.
Jelly Baby is the
And
sort of
you're
Egypt analog.
Vitally impaired.
Vitally impaired? What's that supposed to mean? Hmm?
Oh, this
Call a
breathing,
spade a
it's
spade.
not a pleasant noise.
I'm a zombie. Right.
Like, zombies don't
If
need to
that's the
breathe,
way you
so
want it,
so why are
I
you
need that
labouring the
jewel.
breathing so much?
I'm sure you do. But first, you must answer the riddle and prove your worth.
The riddle?
Indeed.
The answer's going to be teeth. Or time. It's always teeth or time when it's riddles.
Are you ready, mortal?
This is ridiculous. I'm in a real hurry and I need that jewel.
Also, I'm not entirely sure that we are mortal
Oh,
at this point. We're a well.
please.
How does that work?
I've been here for 400 years. Please let me ask the riddle.
Make it fast.
All right.
Has he forgotten the riddle?
What is... Oh, bugger. I've forgotten it.
You've forgotten it?
Well, it has been 400 years. You see how good your memory is after 4 centuries. Especially when you got mice.
Can I have the jewel or not?
No. I have to ask the riddle.
I have to find out what the riddle is and tell him what the riddle is so he can
How else
ask me the
am I
riddle
going
and then
to
I can
know?
answer it.
If you're a follower of the dark cults.
Okay, well, let's try this.
Stick to the matter.
No.
If you don't give me this jewel soon, the whole city, the whole of creation, for all I know, is going to be destroyed by Nylon Athatep. Do you want that?
Of course not.
Well,
Well, I need proof that this entity is the threat that you say it is. I mean, there's entities and there's entities.
tell me, what were you before you became a knight? A civil servant of some sort, maybe?
I was a tax collector. How did you know?
Interesting
Just a
career
hunch.
change from tax collector to knight. I mean, he's not going to give it to
I
us.
know that the jewel is called the Radiant Trapezohedron. Doesn't that count for something?
No.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to work. Okay, maybe we have to show him
Not really.
something from our inventory. Let's try. Oh, I mean, we have the Falcon.
Look, I have the Golden Falchion. Surely that counts for something.
Oh, I knew you had the sword. But that's no help.
I guess we could just cut his arm off with it.
If you're on the side of darkness and you have the falchion, then I definitely can't.
It's Falchion, right? It's not
How did you
Falchion. They're just
know
both
I had the
pronouncing it wrong.
sword?
I saw you coming in the duel.
Really? Did you see anything else?
Oh, I've been watching the progress of the sword since I got here.
Well, then surely you know.
In which case, you must have seen Mundy hide the sword in the crate, and me recover it from Vault 51.
Yes, I did.
Did you see me have a big argument and a fight and murder the cultists?
So, you saw me killed by Anu Anu.
Oh, yeah.
You've only heard it as
That
Falchion.
big dog
Oh, well, then maybe I've been
creature.
mispronouncing it my whole life.
How did you survive that, by the way?
Carlotta had turned me into a werewolf.
I thought it might be something like that. They never give you the whole story with those cliffhanger endings. I remember 200 years ago when I saw someone go off the cliff in a cart. Only it turned out he actually leapt clear at the last minute. I call that cheating.
Anyway, did you see when Anu Anu summoned Nylonathotep?
Oh, I see. That's what the big cosmic horror was then.
What did you think it was?
Well, I thought it might just have been fog.
This is a very long
The
conversation
reception
that
in
doesn't seem to
here
be going anywhere.
isn't very good.
If you saw all that, you must know that I'm not with the forces of darkness.
Hang on. You were there when this cosmic horror was summoned?
I guess I did just kind of stand there and let it happen.
Then why didn't you stop it?
I was being restrained. Come on, just give me the jewel.
No can do.
You saw me defeat Satrap, wasn't that enough? Didn't you hear what he said?
No sound with the jewel, I'm afraid. You just get pictures.
Okay, well, fair enough. If he doesn't
Do you
hear
know
what we're
what's
saying,
most
then he won't
ridiculous
know.
about this? If I was with the dark sect, I'd just use the sword to kill you, and then just run off with the jewel.
I mean, you could do that even if you're not evil, because
You
you're trying
know,
to save all of creation.
That's a very good point.
So I'll tell you
What is one
I'll do.
undead knight's
Either give me
life,
the jewel
unlife,
freely,
worth
or
against
I'll
all
pretend
of creation?
I'm with the dark sects, and I'll just take it.
You're not leaving me many options.
Jewel, please.
Here you go.
Oh, that was it. We just had to sit through an interminable conversation to get it. Fantastic. What a great puzzle.
Thank you. And may I say, I hope the next 400 years just fly by.
Okie doke. I don't want to talk to you anymore, zombie.
Horst.
Oh,
I was wondering where you had got to.
he's very
I've been
spherical.
engaged in similar pastimes.
Luton.
Ilsa.
As you can see, I have been forced to take more drastic action. I dislike having to take such radical steps, but since the untimely demise of Mr. Alcali, I no longer have the luxury of observing events from afar.
Let her go, Horst.
Let her go, Mr. Luton? You make it sound as if she is my prisoner. I am merely keeping her well protected against the more hostile elements of this wretched settlement.
Let her go.
That is precisely my intention, Mr. Luton. But first, you must fulfill your agreement with me.
You want the sword.
Can I kill the Eldritch Horror
You agreed
first?
to bring me the sword, and I'm here to collect.
Well, you know, like
No
priorities.
deal, Horst. I need the sword to stop Nylonethatep.
Indeed. And what might that be, sir?
Look at the
It's
fucking.
a creature from the dungeon dimension.
How can you miss it?
In Ankh-Morpork.
That's as maybe. It still doesn't change our agreement. You promised me the sword, sir, and I am here to collect.
If I give you the sword, thousands will die.
Millions.
Oh, come now. The world is full of people. What are the lives of those insignificant specks compared to our own desires? We, sir, are a breed apart from most people. We see what we want, and we take it. If a few tiny lights have to be extinguished to achieve our goals, then that is unfortunate. But it is of little consequence.
Horst would
We're
definitely
not
be all
talking
in
about a few
on
lights.
AI.
We're talking about a few thousand lights. Maybe hundreds of thousands.
Then we will have to learn to live in the dark.
I can't do it, Horst.
Oh dear. I thought you were a man of your word, sir, but it seems I was mistaken. Very well. Then I am forced to take more drastic action. I don't know how much pressure it would take from my fingers to suffocate the young lady here. And I'm not entirely sure that I wouldn't apply slightly too much pressure and snap her spine. However, you have forced me to experiment.
Luton.
All right, Horst. You win. Let her go.
Excellent. I thought you were a man of reason, sir, and I was right. I admire a man who is not so stubborn as to throw away what he values just for his stubborn pride.
You've got what you wanted, now let her go!
Has he got what he wanted? Have we given him the sword? Okay, now we have.
I took Ilsa back to my office. What other choice did I have? I felt so stupid, giving Horst the sword and staying with Ilsa as the troll disappeared into the night's fog. But even if I'd tried to follow him, the dark magenta stench of Nylonethatep drowned out every other scent in the city. There was nothing I could do. After we'd both calmed down, I told her
The game is
everything that
getting
had
his
happened.
excuses in ahead of
So
time.
Satrap was
You've got
looking
this
for
amazing
two
smell
copper
ability, but no, you
jewels.
can't use it
That
this time.
jewel is known as the Radiant Trapezohedron, and I think it can save the city, but I have a nasty suspicion that we need this sword as well.
The Radiant Trapezohedron. Yes, it never occurred to me that they would be the same. The descriptions of the trapezohedron are vague at best. Satrap must have been trying to immanentize the Garunan Eschaton.
If you
Can you
say
try
so.
that again without sneezing?
The Garunan Eschaton is one of the many myths concerning the end of the Discworld. It's very obscure.
What's it about?
It tells how some of the entities from the dungeon dimensions have been trapped around the Discworld. Some
like
in the lost city
El
of Lesh,
Shamharoth.
some in the heart of the Garuna Trench, some in places men don't even have names for. When the Eschaton occurs, they are supposed to be released from their captivity and destroy everything they can get their tentacles on. The usual thing.
Well, Nylonethatep is loose. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the end of everything. Maybe
I feel like
it's
if this
good
was a
time to
Discworld
borrow
book,
lots of
then
money.
by now
Luton,
Rincewind would have
I
accidentally saved the
heard
day.
you'd been killed. I saw your grave.
I heal quickly.
I left a letter by your graveside.
I know. I saw it.
I wrote it when I had to leave you all those years ago, but I never had the courage to send it to you. I didn't know how to tell you that I was married.
To two conquers.
Yes, he needs me, Luton.
It's
You always
Eschaton.
did.
Hmm.
And in a strange way,
I had a
need
feeling
him
that it wasn't
too.
quite right.
He gave my life meaning. I had nothing before I met him.
None of that matters anymore.
You never told me how you felt.
What's to tell? I was born when you kissed me, and I died when you left me. I lived a few weeks while you loved me. Of course, I also died when I got stabbed in the back, but you know, that wasn't nearly as
I
painful.
thought you got stabbed in
I'm
the front.
sorry.
I bet you never thought of me as a man who could fall in love.
I never thought about you at all. I couldn't. If I had, it would have driven me mad.
I thought about you every day, until I'd drunk enough to forget. I let my life slide till there was nothing left to live for but bitterness. Well, all that's going to change. I'm going to save this city if I have to die again to do it. And I'm not going to do it for you, or for me, or for the worthless people who live in it. I'm going to do it to prove for once and for all that I'm not the washed-up loser everyone thinks I am. And if it turns out that I am, then everything will get destroyed and no one will know about it. So hey, from where I stand, there's no downside.
What are you going to do?
First of all, we have to find Horst.
How?
I have no idea.
Amazing. Okay. Alright. Let's take inventory. What do we have? We have a... Oh, hang on. What is this? Is this another crowbar? I was wondering why that's been popping up in cutscenes occasionally. I guess it's just a graphical glitch because I had a crowbar that I shouldn't have had. Okay. Why do we still have this flyer? Why do we still have the... I guess we still have the grappling iron because we needed to get up to Land of Kerm's place. Maybe we can go there. Maybe that's a sensible place to go. We need to find Horst. Okay, where are our options? So we can go to Horst's place.
Wherever Horst...
Okay, he wasn't there. We can still go back to the mausoleum. I guess that's if we want to talk to the zombie. Is Foyd still around? Does Foyd know where Horst is?
I'm afraid I have a few...
What do you want to know?
I doubt this is gonna help, but we want... Yeah, Horst.
Have you had any dealings with a shifty troll named Jasper Horst?
Horst? I know the name, but not the troll it goes with.
Oh, wait. The gem. The gem lets you see where the sword
I
is.
peered deeply into the trapezohedron, and I could see an image of Horst with the golden sword. It looked like he was at the Magdalen Bridge.
Just kind of standing there. Okay.
I took a few precautions and then headed down to the Magdalen Bridge to check it out. The image in the trapezohedron turned out to be right.
Carlotta's there as well.
Horst was at the Magdalen Bridge, and he wasn't alone. He and our mutual acquaintance seemed to be in some sort of dispute.
What happened to our agreement, Horst? We were supposed to be working together.
Really, madam? Then why was it that you arranged for Monday to sell the sword to you, and you alone?
Just because I didn't trust Alkali as a...
I suppose you're going to deny that you were involved in his death,
I couldn't stop his death, but that doesn't mean I caused it.
doesn't it?
What about you? It was you who set Malachite after me, wasn't it?
I thought you might appreciate being reunited with your estranged brother.
You sent him after me to try and slow me down.
You are the betrayer among us, madam. Don't try and substitute me as the villain of the piece. Yes, I freed Malachite, and yes, I used him to slow down you and Mr. Luton. But you were the one who arranged his death.
I didn't arrange his death.
I mean,
He
you were
was
part
just
of
in
the
the wrong
cult
place
who...
at the wrong time.
And you put him there.
I'm not here to debate the details with you, Horst.
Why are you here?
Give me the sword.
After all I've risked to get hold of it? No. As soon as my launch arrives, I will be taking the sword away from this god's-forsaken city. If you want, you can have a small share of the profits.
Why would you be
I'm not
getting a
ungrateful
boat from a
for your
bridge
assistance in
rather
this
than
endeavor, but
the
that is
docks?
all I'm prepared to offer.
Why,
We already
you
have the docks as a
miserable
location.
excuse for a troll.
Oh, come now. I could snap your neck like a twig if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
She's a werewolf.
because
She'd
there's nothing to
survive.
be gained from doing it.
Listen, Horst. Either give me the sword or kill me. Because one way or another, I won't allow you to leave town with the sword.
As you wish.
I didn't think of myself as a murderer, but I wasn't about to stand by and watch Horst try to kill Carlotta. It was over.
Okay.
I
That
don't
was
even know
extremely
how-
anticlimactic.
He's better off dead.
Is that all you can say about him?
He was some kind of a
I
troll.
mean, he can just walk
What
to
does
the
it
shore,
matter
right?
What you say about trolls?
As long as he can
now?
hold his breath for a
We
bit.
have
The
to get
yank
out of
isn't
the
that
city.
deep.
Can't we stop it?
It's too late for that. Right now, Nylonathotep is opening a portal to the dungeon dimensions above the city. When it grows large enough, everything will be destroyed.
I have the trapezohedron. Doesn't that help?
It means Nylonathotep won't be powerful enough to destroy more than just the Circle C. And if we leave now, we can get away before the worst of the destruction.
I'm not leaving the city. It's my home. It's not much of a home, but it's all I've got.
You've got me, Luton. Come with me. I'll renounce the cult, and we can run free in the hills of Ubervold.
It's not that I don't have feelings for you, Carlotta.
I mean, how could we possibly
I
want
do.
to be with Carlotta?
It's
She's
just that I don't trust you.
psycho.
You murdered your own brother. You'd have killed me if I'd got in the way.
So what? So I'm no good. I'm no worse than anybody else. Think about it, Luton.
You're significantly worse
me,
than most
the
people.
wide open spaces of Uberwald. Or you can stay here and die with the rest of the rabble. Don't be a fool, Luton. Join me.
I can't. I'm sorry, Carlotta, but there's only one way this can end.
You're turning me over to the Watch?
What?
I'd like to be able to run away with you, turn my back on the city, and just
Watchman just
escape it
teleported
all.
in.
But face it, Carlotta, I'd be dead in a week. Thanks for coming, Nobby.
Hey, what are friends for? Mrs. Carlotta von Uberwald? I'm arresting you for conspiracy, accessory to murder, attempted herbicide. and for
Herbicide,
being bloody
that's a good one.
stupid.
Herbicide is
You don't have to say
attempting to murder
anything.
a city.
But if you say not guilty, we're liable to kill ourselves laughing.
Oh, you'll regret this, Luton. Nothing's going to save you now. The only way to stop the destruction of the city would be to take the Falchion into the portal. And I hope you try.
As he left, Vimes fixed me in his eyes, as if to say that this didn't make up for what I did all those years ago.
I mean,
But I didn't care about
taking a
that.
bribe is pretty
This
bad,
wasn't about
but
the past. It was
saving the
about
entire world
the
seems
future.
like it maybe
I looked
outweighs
down
that.
at the hulking corpse of Jasper Horst in the river mud, and I wondered
Wait.
if I'd done the right thing.
Why is he a
But
corpse?
life's
You
too
just pushed
short
him in the
for
river.
regrets.
Like,
And if I didn't stop nylon
worst
at
he'd be
the tap
bruised.
soon, it would be too short for a shot of whiskey, and that wasn't any sort of life I wanted. Somehow, I had to get the falchion into the portal before it was too late.
okay, that time he said
Time was
falchion.
short. I had to reach that
With an
portal
eye.
somehow. The question was, how?
Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Oh, I lost it again. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, we know someone with a flying machine. We can fly into the portal.
The contraption that Leonard and two conkers had been working on was my only chance.
Well, it's finished.
Good
now
timing.
all we have to do is fly it.
And I'm volunteering.
Ah, hello again. You want to be the person in the seat that guides the device.
I'm going to have to be.
We still need somewhere long and flat to launch it from.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, is this my cue to move the rocks that were clearly interactable? Yeah. Problem
It
solved.
didn't take me long to get the roof clear of rubble. I hope there was no one down below when it hit the ground. I've cleared the rubble off the roof. Can we launch this from there?
I feel
It
like
might
there's two
just
ways this
work.
could go.
Give me a
Either
hand moving it out there and we'll see what happens.
either we launch this and we get a cutscene and then the game ends, or we launch this and we get a cutscene and then I have to do some like extra, pardon me, extra weird stuff inside the portal and things. This could be the last interaction of the game.
Seconds before I could launch, Ilsa came flying down the rooftop.
Wait!
What are you doing here? How did you find me?
Luton, you can see this device from halfway across the city. All you have to do is look up.
Why did you stop me?
You're going to try and stop Nylonathotep in this?
It's all I've got. Carlotta said if I took the sword into the portal, I could stop it.
You can't go up against a creature from the dungeon dimensions without some sort of protection.
Protection? Like what?
Like
I
a
don't
half brick in
know,
a sock.
but you
That's
need
worked
something.
before.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
We have this sign of the eel. This is protection against Nylonathotep. Okay, weird graphical glitch. A lot of ink on
inscribed
that
the
quill.
sign of the eel on the side of the flapping wing flying device. I hoped it was enough protection. I was going to need all the help I
I
could
feel like
get.
I would have given I would have drawn more than just one on the side. You know, you've got some time. Decorate it thoroughly. Okay, let's try again.
This is it, Ilsa.
I wonder what happens if
I
you
have my
draw the sign on
Wish
it
me luck.
first and then
This
try
is
and leave.
crazy,
Like, does she
Luton.
still
It's
arrive?
suicide.
I know, but I have to do it. I'm the only one who can. Now, wish me
Well,
luck.
you're not. You could give the gem and the sword to someone else and they could do it. It's very convenient that the hole in the wall is exactly big enough for the wings to fit through.
I slotted the trapezohedron into the sword and steered the flying machine towards the portal, pedaling as fast as my tired little legs could manage. I kept flying onwards, the sky full of flame and thunder.
Is that it? Are we done? Yep, okay.
It was 1,000,000 to 1 chance that I could land it safely. But on the Discworld, 1,000,000 to 1 chances happen 9 times out of 10.
Not if you
Nice
acknowledge them,
landing,
though.
Luton.
Who do you think you are? My guardian angel?
Oh, I lost my wings a long time ago.
I can see I'm going to have to get used to finding you where I least expect.
Yeah, sounds about right.
My original launch had attracted a lot of
Why
attention.
is Gaspard
I'd
here? I'm
saved
not that
the
I'm complaining.
city,
I love
But
Gaspard.
that didn't change things with Remora. If I didn't get out of the city, there was no telling what he'd do to me. Two Conkers, get the flapping wing flying device ready.
I'm
It's
gonna
going
steal
on
your
another
wife.
Flight. Oh, as you are wishing.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere, but you are. The Assassin's Guild still has a contract out on your husband's head, and they won't stop until he's dead.
Let him go. I'll stay here with you.
I can't offer you much of a life, but he can.
I love you, Luton.
Yeah, I know. But love isn't always enough.
I feel like
you
this
don't
is, at
get
this
on
point,
that
it's
flying
trying a little bit
machine,
too
you'll
hard to be
regret it.
Casablanca.
Maybe not today, maybe not
Yeah.
tomorrow, but soon, and for the rest of your life. Which won't be very long if the Assassin's Guild catches you.
What about us?
We'll always have the Hotel Pseudopolis. We didn't for a while. We lost it. But we got it back. And no one can take that away from us. Here's looking
Oh,
at you.
I know
Ilsa.
why Gaspard's here. It's so that we can tell him that I think that this is the start of a beautiful friendship. I'm calling it now. Jesus Christ, two
Well,
conkers close up.
It's over. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to
They
me.
really
You
decided to
really
go that
loved
way
her,
with it.
Didn't you? Well, don't ask me either. I mean, I'm a species that thinks someone's leg is an object of desire.
Thanks, Gaspard. You know, this could be the beginning
There we go.
of a
What did I
beautiful
say?
friendship.
Don't
I've
push
also
your
seen
luck,
Casablanca.
sonny boy.
There we go. Okay, that was Discworld Noir. Wow, I feel like the end was a little bit. Well, it was. I don't know. It was equal parts of rushed and also somewhat interminable. There was an awful lot of just long conversations that that dragged on a little bit. But okay, Chris Bateman, you're the one I have to blame. And there we go. Rob Brydon. He's Welsh. Robert Llewellyn, despite his name, is not Welsh. Oh, I mean, he probably has Welsh ancestry, but he's English. I guess we owe it to them to sit through the credits. Also, I don't know what happens if I click. Will it just take me immediately back to the main menu? But there we go. All right, finished the game. What time is it? Do I want to do more? I don't know what I would do. I guess I could do the dulls. I could do my dailies. That might not take that long. I feel like 2 hours. I mean, 2 hours is a perfectly reasonable amount of time to stream for, but I feel like I tend to go for significantly longer most of the time. Let me just have some water. Game puzzle implementation. I feel like was there much puzzles in this game? I feel like there wasn't really. It was like not puzzles in the sense of like I tend to think of puzzles, where it's a little sort of self-contained bit of the game where you have to, interact with a thing and move some blocks around, or use items in the correct order. It was mostly just very use this thing on this thing, talk to this person about this thing, and like it quite linear, like, and somewhat like, I guess, well, maybe this is contradicted a bit, like linear but also disjointed in that there was quite a lot of exhaust all your options in one place, and then you just have to kind of have a stroke of genius as to who the next person you talk to. I feel like I could only enjoy this game via you. I think that's fair. Like, not to make myself sound like I'm, supremely entertaining, but I think if this was played by somebody who didn't know an awful lot about Discworld, then you'd lose out a lot of flavor and context and stuff. Because yeah, I mean the writing in the Discworld books is fantastic, but it doesn't necessarily translate super well if you just quote bits of the books word for word, I just saw the words Eric Cartman on screen, and I didn't read the context of them. I wonder if it's the same Eric Cartman. Far too much interference, Terry Pratchett. Fair enough. I would say possibly not quite enough interference. Terry, you could have done more. Okay, and this I think takes us back to the main menu. Yeah, okay, well, let me... Can I go here? Okay. So now I shouldn't accidentally dox myself when I close the game. Okay, and now I should be able to open Firefox, and I think that if I open Firefox, yay, it'll show up. Okay. So, let's do Wordle. This is going to be fairly brief, hopefully, because hopefully I'm good at the dailies. Also, I tend to only do Wordle connections and catfishing are my three main ones. So. I just wanted to. I feel like 2 hours is not quite long enough. I feel like I want to do a little bit more. Also, this is good practice for me. Streaming a browser window, which I don't think I've done very often. This is your warning if you haven't done the dailies. Spoilers for the dailies. Okay, my go-to starting word, and I don't know. Like this is probably not optimal, but I like to go with poise first because you get 3 vowels and an S, and I feel like S shows up quite a lot in words. Well, there we go. And then I like to follow it up with either chart or charred. I think let's go with chart. No, that's an S. But I wasn't expecting chars to be, but I guess it is. It's like multiple characters, maybe. Oh no, it's chars as into char something. Okay, well we've got an R and we've got an S and we've got an H and we've got an E, so we should probably be able to guess what it is. So SH probably. SHE most likely. SHE something R. So maybe. Oh, okay, no, it's SHRE something. I doubt it's Shrek. I don't think that's a real word in the dictionary. So it's probably shrew. It could be shred, actually. What else could it be? I think it's it. I think it's either shrew or shred. What do we think? If I'd say if I had not typoed and actually typed in charred as I intended to, then I think we probably would have got it in 3. I'm going to go with shred if it is in fact a D. It is shred. There we go. And I will leave this tab because I'm going to want to. Obviously, I want to post my results in the puzzles channel in Nemo's Discord, which I try to every single day, but sometimes I forget. Okay, today's connections. My main goal with connections these days is just to avoid the red herring. Because far too often I fling myself on it like a soldier protecting his squad from a grenade. Let's see. Declan is an interesting one. Like, it's a name, but it's not a common name. I see Declan and I just immediately think of Dec from Ant and Dec, the British sort of variety show hosts and former children's TV morning show hosts and former actors in Newcastle-based kids drama Biker Grove. where, in fact, it was Declan's character. Oh, also, yeah, they were also pop stars. Because their characters in Biker Grove, PJ and Duncan, had like they had like a kind of a small, I think possibly rap or possibly just like, you know, white people rap in the 90s. Okay, so alkaline is also another word for basic, and alkaline and basic are right next to each other. Okay, what do we have? The principal, the dean. These are people who work at a school or a university. Well, maybe not the principal of the university, but these like educator roles, maybe. Oh, but we could also have principal, primary. Key. Basic, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you can baby someone, you can nurse someone, you can mother someone and foster someone, I guess? Does this work? Yeah. Okay. So we've got the two difficult ones there. So okay, can we try and figure out what the purple is? Is it the end of the words or is it the beginning of the words? All have something in common, maybe. So we've got hard den. Is den something? Probably not. Line, kin, tribe. Okay, kin and tribe. And own, maybe. And line, as in your family line. So your kin, your line, your tribe, and your own, maybe. Oh no, your clan. There it is. I think that's it. I think that's purple. Yeah. And then what's Cook, Harden, Brown, and Dean? Oh, are these sports people? Like basketball players, maybe? Oh, James is. Okay. James Harden, I think, is a basketball player, maybe. You just fucked connections. I'm sorry to hear it. Let's do catfishing. Catfishing, I think, is the king of... Is it cop.com? No. Let's do catfishing. .net. Catfishing is the king of the dailies, in my opinion. It's truly the best one. Although I think part of the reason I think that is because it's pretty hard, and so maybe most people don't end up doing it. Hey, American business people, 2023 deaths, people killed by their own inventions, engineers. Oh, this is the Titan Gate. What was his name, though? I never bothered remembering it because he was an idiot who deserved to die. I feel like it's not John Titangate, right? He's John Implosion. I'm gonna just type in Titangate is not gonna be correct, but I don't know the guy's name. And maybe this is like, maybe they'll give it to you for this. I doubt it. Stockton Rush, what a name. There are certain names that just ring incredibly American, and I think someone with the first name Stockton, like, oh, yeah, it's not even that. Okay, Richard Stockton Rush III. Like, if you were trying to make up a parody of an American name, this is the kind of name you'd come up with. May he be forgotten. 2013 video games, Android games, Battle Royale games, Google Street View. Oh, so this is Pokemon Go, I think, probably. Oh, video games with customizable avatars. Well, that really narrows it down. Oh, wait, no, esports games. Geography esports games? He sounds like a Texan historical event. Yeah. The Stockton Rush of 1873 was a tragedy that claimed the lives of many people. Well, Battle Royale game, but like, Pokemon Go wasn't a Battle Royale game, right? Geography educational video games. I feel like that... And then, yeah, COVID-19 meant that no one could play Pokemon Go because no one could go outside. I think this is probably Pokemon Go, right? GeoGuessr, fucking hell. GeoGuessr is a battle royale game? I guess? I tend to think of GeoGuessr as a solo game. I haven't actually really played GeoGuessr for ages. Okay, well, I probably could have got that one. Okay, 81 singles, 82 singles, 99 singles, 2005 singles, 2018 singles, David Bowie songs, and My Chemical Romance songs, and Queen songs. Under Pressure? I mean, that was Queen and David Bowie. There we go. It is, of course, a banger. 12th century births, 12th century Christian saints are. I can hear Nemo rubbing his hands together. Oh, deaths by stabbing in England. I know this one. This is the person about whom the quote is often as misquoted. Well, maybe not so much anymore. I know that when I was a kid, people always gave the quote as "Who will rid me of this troublesome priest?" But it was "Who will rid me of this turbulent priest?" Just turbulent is not a word that tends to get used these days in the context of a person. And this is also his name. So when I was a kid, this name was always, I mean, like without fail, said as Thomas A. Beckett. But his name was just Thomas Beckett. I've no idea, like, I think maybe someone somewhere has an idea of where the came from before the Beckett. But yeah, his name was just Thomas Beckett. I think it's 2 T's. 1 T. And yeah, later Thomas A. Beckett. No idea where that came from. 20th century American male actors. 21st century American male actors. 1964 births. Comic collectors. Film and television actors. Video game actors. Coppola family. So this is Nick Cage, I think. Because has he been in video games? Probably, he's been in fucking everything. Let's say Nicolas Cage. Yeah. 1980s horror novels, 81 American novels. Novels adapted to film, novels about dogs. Is this a Stephen King book? Because if it is, then it's, yeah, Cujo. He is, yeah. Nicolas Cage is related to Francis Ford Coppola. I think he's a cousin or something. But he's one of those people, I think, who like deliberately distances himself from his famous relatives because he wanted to succeed in his own merit. I'm sure even if you do that, then you're going to inevitably end up getting a bit of an advantage over other people. But he didn't like lean into it. It's similar to Emilio Estevez, you know, like he's a Sheen, but he doesn't use the name Sheen. So this is Cujo. I've never read Cujo, I don't think. I went through a Stephen King phase when I was in secondary school for a while. I read like a bunch of his books, and then I just stopped, I think. Oh, the neologisms always get me. Hip hop terminology, insane clown posse, music fandom. Okay, this is Juggalos. (1947) establishments in Korea. Companies based in Seoul. My knowledge of electronics companies of South Korea is not great. Mobile phone manufacturers and pump manufacturers? The natural intersection of technology of mobile phones and pumps. I'm sure that when I see the name, I'll be like, yes, I'm very familiar with this company, but I'll think about it. But I'm really bad at knowing where. Okay, electric motor manufacturers as well. The Great Three Stars of the Pearl River. Yeah. I'm not enough of a. Is it a Koreaboo? I don't know. You probably don't even have to be a Koreaboo. You probably just have to be vaguely aware of cultural stuff. Oh, computer hardware companies as well. I think of various mobile phone manufacturers, and all I can think of is Ericsson, who I don't think even make phones anymore. And also they're Finnish. I know I'm gonna feel stupid when I see the answer because I guarantee I probably own one of their products right now. It wouldn't surprise me. There's just so many electronics manufacturers. I don't know where any of them are from. Did LG make phones? Is LG a Korean company? I'm just gonna say LG. It is LG! And you're correct. The monitor I looked over to see you writing that I probably own one of their products is an LG monitor, which is why I thought of LG. So inadvertently giving me the hint I needed there. Okay, 90s supernatural horror films, 1999 horror films, independent films, camcorder films, films about witchcraft. This is the Blair Witch Project, surely. Hoaxes, yeah. It's always either LG or Samsung. See, I have it in my head that Samsung is a Japanese company, and I think the reason I think that is because my uncle worked for Samsung and spent a lot of time in Japan. And so, as a kid, those two facts just got mashed together, and so I think of Samsung as being a Japanese company. 1929 comics debuts, Belgian comic strips. Okay, this is either Tintin or Asterix. Comics by Hergé, so it's Tintin. Oh yeah, comics set in Belgium and Brussels. I think it's one word, right? The Adventures of Tintin, yeah. Okay, well, probably should have got GeoGuessr, but 8 out of 10 is not bad. This could have been my best ever score. LG was a lucky guess, I feel. Thomas Becket I got because I'm British. And I'm glad I didn't know this guy's name because he's a fucking idiot and he deserved to die. But yeah, I should have got Giga. Okay, who else said Pokemon Go? 2% of people were as stupid as I was. Kind of curious what. Oh yeah, okay. A lot of people said Samsung for this. Wow, 63% of people said Samsung, and 1% of the people who said Samsung thought that was a correct answer. Oh yeah, Asterix would be the next guess. I'm glad they accepted Nick Cage because that is his proper name. Samsung does also make motos. Yeah, I'm not. I feel like there's probably it's like how how Nintendo used to be a playing card company. Companies can often make lots of really disparate things. Okay, do I want to do Time Guesser? I think I want to do time. I do like it. I like Time Guesser. It's not my favorite. I think my favorite is undoubtedly catfishing, but I do enjoy Time Guess. Okay, and I'm immediately about to embarrass myself because I don't recognize this flag. I do recognize this flag. And ships and RAM and heavy construction equipment and houses and life insurance. It's like that, that game where you have to guess what country from the exports that you used to play on stream occasionally. You could do that for companies and what they make, I guess. Okay. So I think we're in Beijing, and I think this is during the Olympics. But I don't remember what year the Beijing Olympics were. Was it 2020? No, it can't be because it's every 4 years. 2018? Right? When was the Beijing Olympics? Because they're every 4 years, right? So... Oh, 2008. There we go. Wow, I was way off. So it's the 2008 Beijing Olympics. And my Chinese geography is abysmal. There it is. 2020 was Japan. Okay. Okay, but where do we think we are? Oh, wait, but this is the torch relay. So this might not be in Beijing. This might be them on their way to Beijing with the torch. What's this flag? Is this a provincial flag? Is this a national flag? And they're on their way to Beijing through this place. This doesn't feel very Beijing to me. Like, I mean, this is very... I don't know, it feels... Yeah, for legal reasons I can't answer that question. I feel like I should know this. This kid is having a time. Like... What an expression, what a stance. Just... The flag is even just like at an angle. My knowledge of flags letting me down. So yeah, I think we're probably not in Beijing. So where are we? Okay. A lot of stuff in English. But that's because of the Olympics, I guess. And then we've got stuff in Chinese. Do we have any other languages here that I can make out? I think I should... It is indeed not England, yes. There's a distinct lack of gammon. I guess from the architecture? I mean, maybe this is just me exposing my ignorance here. This feels pretty Western in design. This feels Christian almost. I mean, maybe the cross is... Maybe that's not actually a cross. Maybe that's just like a lightning rod or something. I don't know. But... Like this kind of... Like these could be saints. I don't know. But it's probably not actually that. Oh, it is Christian. Okay. Alright. So... I don't really know very much about the religion of Asia. To know where would have Christian type stuff, because I have to assume that there's not an awful lot of that in China because of the whole Cultural Revolution thing. They probably wouldn't have been particularly fond of what I'm sure would have been a symbol of Western imperialism. But then that applies to like all of these countries that had communism in them. Why don't I recognize this flag? I'm gonna kick myself for this, I know. And the annoying thing is that Asia's pretty big, so I could be off by an enormous distance here. This is where, if I was only better at identifying Asian nations by their facial features, like I'm sure that it's possible for someone who's very familiar with the different cultures of Asia to be able to say, oh yeah, this person looks Korean, or this person looks like they're from Hong Kong, or this person looks like they're Thai or something, but I can't. I mean, could it be? And it's not Bhutan. Bhutan has a dragon on their flag. They are one of the other two countries that have a dragon on their flag. Yeah, I'm sure this is torture for you. Where are we? The fact that this, like, if there was any other text, it would be a hint, because I can identify, like, I can see, oh yeah, this is the text of this country, right? But all I'm seeing is English and Chinese. This place is relatively unremarkable. I feel like it's going to be like some small place on the edge of China. Like, but where? I doubt it's Mongolia. Maybe it is. Doesn't Mongolia use Cyrillic script? So I'm surprised that there wouldn't be any of that here if it was... The fact that it's only English and Chinese makes me think that it must be a nation that uses Chinese as their alphabet, maybe? Or maybe it's just because the Olympics were only doing English and Chinese and all these people are like, what the fuck does any of this say? I don't know. kind of want to just put it... Is it in Malaysia? Is it Singapore? It doesn't look like Singapore. Because, well, I mean, I guess it could be Singapore. I tend to associate Singapore with just lots and lots of city, but I'm sure it's possible to point your camera in a direction that you're not filling the whole screen with city. I know one thing I learned from... I think this is from GeoGuessr, that like you can tell if it's Taiwan by if it's not using the simplified Chinese, if it's using the traditional, which usually has 15 extra strokes. I don't think that's going to be helpful. Is this the flag of Singapore? Is it the flag of Malaysia? Do I split the difference and go in the middle? Fuck it. Let's say Singapore. And I'll just... Well, okay. Let's zoom in and see if this place is a landmark that's going to pop up. It probably isn't going to be. Is that over there? Maybe, okay, maybe let me zoom in on Kuala Lumpur and see if landmarks stop popping up that look like this place. Any landmarks? No? Okay, apparently there are no there are no landmarks in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, I'll go with my first instinct and I'll say Singapore and almost certainly regret it. Fuck, where were we? Where were we? Oh, Macau. Fucking Macau. I forgot Macau existed. Yeah, I was thinking, hey, I was thinking it's not Hong Kong, because I know that this isn't the flag of Hong Kong. I forgot Macau existed, so it is, as you said, unremarkable. I mean, I did pretty well getting the year, considering it was sort of written on the sign. Alright, hopefully, oh god. Hopefully the rest aren't as difficult. Okay, is this the United States capital? That doesn't look like the United States flag. It's not England as an actual... yeah, but I knew it wasn't Hong Kong, and I figured that's what you were getting at with that, but I just forgot Macau existed. So I did say the last time I did a time guesser, whenever there's some impressive looking building, it's probably Washington DC. But this flag is throwing me off, because this is... Like, what flag even is this? Any hints here? I mean, okay, so for the year, there's a lot of hats, a lot of trilbies, a lot of overcoats. I'm getting late 20s, early 30s. Let's go with 31. These people are white. You're on your own. Do I just go with DC? But I don't know. And what are all these people just milling around? Oh no, okay, there's bicycles. It's not America. Distinct lack of motor cars absolutely everywhere. What is this flag? You know this place? Oh fuck. What's going on with this as well? I find it like somewhat objectionable when there's not a single sign and when there's no text at all in a picture, because I want to be able to. I mean, I guess there's some blurred text here. I want to be able to narrow in from the language or the characters that are used in the language if I'm not familiar with the language itself. What is this flag? I feel like they're relying on this flag being the hint, I think, because unless you know the place. You saw this in the BBC show with Richard Ayoade. Okay. Was the show Travel Man? I think he did a show called Travel Man, which means that it's a travel show, which means that it could be anywhere. I know that Richard Ayoade is of Norwegian extraction. I think Norwegian Nigerian. He directed one of my favorite films. It's called Submarine. It's a really weird film, as you would expect, for one, directed by Richard Ayoade. And it's set in Swansea. And there's, like, I walked past them when they were filming it on my way to the university. And some of the scenes were shot, like, if I was walking to university and they happened to have pointed the camera in that direction, I would have been in shot during the filming. It was, like, right on my route to the physics department. So I quite like it just because it's in Swansea, but also the main character in it is a romantic weirdo. So I feel a lot of kinship with him. A Welsh romantic weirdo. What is this flag? I mean, it's reminiscent of the Georgian flag, but it's not right, because the stripes are thinner, I think, on the Georgian. I guess it could be being foreshortened, because it's... Or is the flag a massive red herring? And I should just be recognizing the familiar architecture. I mean... It's weird that it's brighter in the middle as well, as if these are two overlapping stripes. That's not common on flags. I mean, it's probably somewhere in Europe, right? Used to sew flags. That's true. But, like, surely you'd sew... Well, yeah, I guess maybe. It's still kind of weird that the middle bit would be a different color. If it was supposed to be a cross, then you cut out a strip and then a strip on one side and a strip on the other. You wouldn't overlap them, surely. It's just wasting cloth. There's a triangle with lines coming out of it, possibly. What is going on here? Can I get anything from the architecture? Architecture is not my forte. Okay, it's feeling... Is it like... I'm getting this sort of area vibes, I think. I have no idea what the flag of Slovakia is. I feel like it's probably 3 stripes, because it's the go-to for European flags. It's not the Polish flag, it's not the Austrian flag, it's not the German flag. I mean, what does the Croatian flag look like? I have no idea. I don't think I know what the Hungarian flag looks like. Could it be Budapest? I don't know, something about these buildings makes me think Vienna. I'm gonna go with... Oh no, it's not the Austrian flag though, so it's not gonna be Vienna. Prague? Maybe it's Prague. Let's just go with Prague. I was watching an Annie Austin video earlier about Kingdom Come Deliverance. It was one of his unremarkable places in the video game videos. And yeah, apparently the map in Kingdom Come Deliverance is like a 1-to-1 reproduction of Bohemia as it was 600 years ago. Like everything is laid out. Some of the towns in the game are still around today, and you can go to Google Street View and see that the roads follow the same paths, and that like the ruins of the castle that are here today are where the actual castle in the game are in the game, which is pretty neat. Okay, do we think it's Prague Castle? No. It's a big square with a big building in it. I'm starting to think that maybe it isn't Prague, but I have no idea where else it would be. Okay, let's just go for Prague. It was not Prague, it was fucking Helsinki. Oh, fuck. It's blue. I was just assuming that it was red for some reason. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Of course it's Helsinki. No one has ever successfully observed a Croat. They're a furtive people. Okay, and this is Helsinki Cathedral, I guess. Senate Square in Helsinki for a meeting organised by the Finnish. Oh, and I was fucking years off as well. That was bad. This is 1945. Wow, my ability to judge by fashion is awful. The capital has weirdly steep steps, good for eating sandwiches on. Oh, good to know. I have a fondness for the Finns. I really like the Finnish accent. I love accents with rolled R's in them. I really like Indonesian for the same reason. My PhD supervisor was Finnish. He was a nice guy. Okay, Pantheon Motos. Honda. Okay. Is this French? Let's find some more. Writing. A dog. I feel like most of this writing is just things that don't translate, like the word motorcycles and the word Honda and the word Castrol. We've got some. Oh, here we are. Champion de Europe. I think this is France. Okay, so if it's France, it's probably Paris. What should be Belgium? And there is absolutely no way to know where in Paris, I think, from this, unless you know. Oh, of course, it's the famous Pantheon Motos, which, you know, if it's that, then so be it. Let's just say it's in the Premier Arrondissement, and for the year, this is where knowing about motorcycles would help. I guess I could try and do it from fashion, but this is like French fashion, so who knows? Getting late 70s. Guess this guy, this is an indicator. Let's try. I'll say 79. And just let me just look around to make sure that like the year isn't written somewhere. I've done that in the past, where sometimes the photos will have like a border and it'll have like the name of the place written there by whoever the photographer was. Let me just. What do we have here? Okay, just restaurant. Yeah, I don't think we have anything here that can really narrow this down for a location, unless I want to try and, read this badly reflected telephone number backwards and know what area code it is. Like, short of that. You have anything over here? Not really. Okay, let's... 79 for the year, is that sensible? It's hard, when it's old people, it's much harder to guess the year because they're not fashionable, right? They're just wearing the clothes that they started wearing in their 30s. French fashion, so these outfits could be from anything from the Norman Conquest and inexplicably next year. Yeah, I feel like this guy is the best sort of. This guy looks younger as well. He's wearing a t-shirt. I feel like 79 is reasonable for this. Maybe it's a little early. Let's go 77. 78. Okay, there we go. I was pretty good. And it was Paris, but it was not the Premier Arrondissement. It was the what's fifth? Cinquantième? I don't know. Cinquième? I don't know. It's just a street scene in Paris in front of a motorcycle shop, located near the French Pantheon building, which you would have no possible way of knowing from the photo, of course. So yeah, you just I should have just guessed smack bang in the middle of Paris, which I guess I kind of did. I could have gone a little bit more south, but yeah, even so, you know, the school wasn't too bad. Okay, we are in Korea. Probably. It's possible that we are in Koreatown somewhere else, but I think it's much more likely that we are actually in Korea. Yeah, the license plates are Korean. Okay. So, where in Korea? And when in Korea? Being able to read Korean would help here, I feel. And I know it wouldn't be that difficult to learn, because the Korean alphabet is very, like, very logical. I find it wild that, you know, that you've got, I forget the name of whichever emperor, I think it was an emperor or possibly a king, it was who made the Korean alphabet as it is today, that he had his, like, sort of team of really smart guys who he set to work on various projects to improve the nation and stuff. But even though he had his team of really smart guys, he personally developed the alphabet. Like, like, it's one thing to have a leader who's forward-thinking and clever enough to realize that it's a good idea to employ a lot of smart people to solve problems for you. It's another to have one who does that and also is smart enough to solve problems himself. Like, can you imagine Charles designing an alphabet for the English language that would, you know, continue to be in use hundreds of years from now? Okay. I just have to guess Seoul because what other option do I have? I can't read anything that's written here. I'm just going to smack bang in the middle of Seoul because... I mean, but there's a hill though, right? So maybe it's actually sensible to try and get a hill in the background. Could it be over here somewhere? I mean, what's this building? It's a hotel. We can't see a palace, so probably not looking... I mean, I guess I don't know if we're looking north or south or what, so I mean, it could be various places. I'll stick with this. And then for the year, I have to try and go by the cars, I guess. I'm not great with cars when it comes to years, but this is... I guess that taxis as well is tricky because I can't have you Korean evades me. People adore King Sejong, but unfortunately his invention has the unfortunate affliction of being used to write Korean, a language phonology more slippery than an eel. I have a huge admiration for people who can actually speak other languages. Like, I can understand Welsh somewhat, and I can understand French somewhat, and I can understand Japanese a tiny bit. I can barely speak any of them. Because I never practice speaking them, right? Like, it's one thing to be able to listen to a language and understand it. It's a very different thing to be able to actually speak the language yourself. But Korean sounds like it would be very hard. Okay. Is Korea one of those places that puts the year on the license plates? Does not appear so. Is the year helpfully written on a sign somewhere? It does not appear so. Okay. So... early 80s, maybe? But then taxis tend to be older car. Like, you don't tend to have brand new taxis, right? Like, you're not getting the fancy hot new car and then using it as a taxi. So maybe this is a slightly older car? Maybe early 80s? Maybe 81. No, I think it's earlier than that. Say 76. I do anything for... Okay, well, let's look at the clothes as well. I've been neglecting the clothes. Not that I know anything at all about how fashion progressed in Korea. Released after the Miracle in the Han River? I don't know what that is. Please enlighten me. I'm going to make my guess now, just in case your enlightenment causes me to get information I shouldn't have. Okay, it was 1980, and it was not Seoul. It was Busan, well, the outskirts of Busan. Which, I guess maybe some of these signs say Busan, or maybe this is a famous landmark in Busan. I don't know. How would you ever know that this was Busan if you didn't read Korean? Hello? Why can't I fucking ads? Oh, the Korean equivalent of the post-war economic miracle in Japan. I see. Okay. We control Seattle stores. That's that's sort of vaguely threatening. Okay, am I to take it that we're in Okay, yeah, we're in Seattle because there's Pioneer Dentist, so we must be near Pioneer Place. Oh, we've moved at the Hotel Seattle. Okay. So, and this is pretty old. There's quite a lot of cars, but they're old cars. So is this? I'm really bad with the really old cars. Like, is 1920 a reason? Okay, this is very 1920s. That's a flapper hat. Dox yourself, streamer. But I'm not in Seattle. I'm safe. If this somehow isn't Seattle, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, what's this? This feels like a landmark. Got the Empire Building. Okay, can we find? Oh, there, yeah. Look, there's Pioneer Square. So Pioneer Dentists. So it must be near Pioneer Square. Let's try and find Empire Building. Be down the street, I guess. If it still stands, I guess that's always the problem. Like, just because a building is there in the past doesn't mean it's there now. It's probably First Avenue, right? It's a pretty broad street. So do I switch to satellite and see if this big arch is still there? It might not be. I once got a guess like exactly spot on. This is in fact not the Discworld. I haven't changed my my game because I didn't think I would be doing quite so many dailies. But oh well. Yeah, I was doing a time guesser before, and it was somewhere in it was a very recent photo, and so I was able to figure out exactly which corner of which street it was taken on by like zooming right in and looking at the crosswalks and stuff. I was quite proud of that one. So yeah, I think it's probably like here, maybe. I guess there. The year might be a few years off here. Okay, we were pretty close. How was it? Okay, we were up here. 2nd Avenue. All right. Still not bad. I feel like there was not my best. What was the breakdown on this? Oh yeah, this one was particularly bad. Fucking Helsinki. Other than this one, which was really bad. This one, forgetting that Macau existed. These weren't too bad. Like the last 3 are pretty good, all things considered. Didn't quite break 40,000, but oh well. Okay, I think I will call it there. I don't think I want to do any more dailies. Also, I need to copy my results and post them all in Nemo's Discord. So let me find somebody to raid. I'm sure someone's streaming who I can raid. Let's see. Who am I following? Vanille is still on her donathon. She's day 11 of her donathon. If you give Vanille money, she will eat disgusting beans. And also there's other things you can get to do, but the disgusting beans I feel like are a pretty big motivator. So let's raid into Vanille. First though, I always forget. Prepare the raid message before you start the raid. Allow yourself to exist in a world where you're unbothered by the existence of Macau. I think until just now, I was living in that world. It was the sudden appearance of Macau in Time Guesser that has yanked me out of that reality and forced me to live in a world where I remember that Macau exists. Okay. Do I have a good raid message? I'm so terrible at thinking of raid messages. Well, I've got to use the emote because Vanille drew this emote for me. I won a thing, I think. Oh yeah, that's it. Fuck Rodan. But what was it? No, his name was spelt differently. We've got to get the spelling right. We've got to make sure we're saying fuck the correct person. I think it was this. Yeah, Rhodan. There you go. There's your raid message. Let's see. Yeah, I can start the raid. Let me go over here. and start the raid. Thank you very much, everybody, for... Oh, it's censored. Did you censor it, or did it censor itself? Is it only censored on my end? Weird. Yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. We finished Discworld Noir. Hooray. I had fun, but also it was a bit of a slog at times. I think next stream is going to be. I think it's finally time to return to Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I haven't played in a single Ocarina of Time Randomizer on stream this year, so it's been 2 months with the randomizers. So I need to get back on the horse. So yeah, until probably Sunday, I will see you all around. Oh, let me copy my own raid message. Okay, I have it. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, bye-bye.